Emotional damage.
This is going to be absolutely swell.
I think so too.
Then, in that case, I say we just jump right into things.
Ooh.
So, when last we left our prospective graduates, they had begun their first examination into Hillard University. Upon defeating a giant owl, they were thrust into the second portion of the exam, which was to find their way back to campus with the spatially tampered with magics of the forest in their way. Upon Kyrie doing some most impressive wild magic, a path was revealed to them with scorch marks caused by chaotic lightning. And the party followed it into the night, or into exhaustion, rather, as the mysterious displacer beast General La forced the entire forest into a never-ending starlit sky. The group was allowed to sleep, but towards the end of their long rest, they were accosted in the middle of the night by a rather intelligent, off-puttingly so, mouse that led the party to a meadow where they find themselves now. This meadow was occupied and inhabited by some sort of mechanical construct by the name of the Maestro, who seemed to be very keen on repaying the party for slaying the nesting maul, the giant owl that served as the criteria for the first part of their exam. The party not quite buying that something would be given for nothing, and having several red flags denoted by the Maestro, one being the being fueled by never-ending and exhausted and dead mice, as well as eyes that did not seem to belong to it, as well as the gramophone-like voice box whispering cries for help underneath the ostentatious and dapper tones of this mechanical creation. The party decided, or rather Apollo decided, to introduce the Maestro to the nesting mall, and our lovely owl friend dropped in for a chat, you could say, instantly killing the Maestro and smashing the piano, and 3 out of the 4 mice that were operating him, the only survivor being the mysterious Bugsy that led the party there in the first place. Much to the joy of some party members and the chagrin of others.
Bugsy would never harm anybody. First
Look,
off.
I was ready to give up a spell slot, so that's all I'm saying.
Be
We
fair,
are
Bugsy
on
let
an
us here.
ad on the stream, just FYI.
Mm-hmm. And so, with the Maestro destroyed from a randomly teleported owl, and the piano destroyed, its strange magical lullaby coming to a crashing halt, the mice, the hundreds, possibly thousands of mice that rested asleep within the tree line of this strange enchanted clearing, opened their eyes. And with that, I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh boy. Alright. There you go.
Good fucking
Oh.
god, I hate Hillard U students.
Damn.
I hate them so much.
Look, Apollo is sleepy, grumpy,
And cranky.
and he got first hit. Psh,
Let 'em
Come
have it.
on, come on.
Oh.
Let's get. No! Oh my god, it was so close to being 20. Oh my god.
That would have been very
I
impressive.
am so very sorry for your loss.
I'm sick.
That would have been very, very impressive if you got a 20 right there.
It was so close.
There are other numbers between the dice. You know, it's you don't
No,
have
there
to keep
isn't.
rolling.
No, there
No,
isn't.
there-
It's
There's
no,
only
there
20.
isn't. There's only one that matters,
And one
and
that
let's
is
be
cursed.
honest about it.
Why does the jaunty music creep me out even more?
I'm kind of fucking with it.
Is the piano playing by itself?
The piano is
The
completely
piano?
smashed and silent.
I was about to say, oh my god, I have so many ideas.
I'm pleased. Y'all aren't the only ones who can roll nat 20s. Fuck y'all.
Oh shit. Anytime the DM laughs like that, it's never a good thing.
Right.
Hang on.
My good friend,
Yes.
you see swarms upon swarms upon swarms of rat breaking the tree line. A few of them seem to be faster than the others. A few more, we'll say, physically fit, and a few sort of kind of break off in the main pair. But it seems like there is an entire sort of wave of mice and just dark shadows descending towards the party right now. And so you are acting.
So if I wanted to whip out my flute and try to lull them back to sleep with my flute, would I be able to?
Is that what you're doing?
No, that was a question.
It's a question.
You could absolutely try and whip out your flute and play the music that you had heard the maestro playing earlier.
Okay.
I'd say that
the-
sounds like that you can certainly try.
I mean, it's kind of hard to shoot. It's kind of hard to shoot a swarm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to. They're just kind of all over everywhere. Yeah.
Yep, all over everywhere.
Yeah, I see them. They are indeed all over everywhere.
These are the ones that are kind of breaking from the pack. There's just sort of underneath the tree line, just this massive horde of rats that are kind of converging in.
Maestros. Oh my god, I love that.
All right. Well then. Yeah.
You should give them a hug.
I should give them a hug. Yeah. When in doubt, I'm
Hug it out.
actually gonna no, no. I'm going to bonus action hex this one that is close to me. This one,
Already.
and then I shall cast, or not cast. I'm going to use my longbow to see if I can nail him.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. 22 will hit.
Okay. I don't know if sharpshooter should be on, so that should be, that should be a +10 because I do have sharpshooter toggled on, so 17 plus an extra 1d6 from hex.
Noted.
There we go.
All
right,
And
and
your arrow, you get low to the ground, Apollo, and shoot right directly into a line of rats, just skewering 4 of them instantaneously. You look at all of them. The swarm doesn't seem too terribly hurt by a single arrow, but you definitely got a very, very good shot in, and the hex damage kind of arcs between them in sort of odd, sort of jet black lightning. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Where you'd like to move, anything like that? You just climbing inside the bird cage thing, or on top of it.
standing where its beak was. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
All good. All right, just standing where its beak is. Good to know. Next up, we have the maestro. First and foremost, shall we, my good friend, you are in the tree on the outskirts, watching all of this transpire. You are still stealth, so the rats have not noticed you yet. Or the maestros have not noticed you yet. But you see just a swarm of them going right beneath your feet and sort of around the tree, converging on the party. And so the areas that are shaded are the areas where the mice are beginning. If y'all can see that.
Oh, yes.
You said those areas, they represent what?
Shit.
The shaded areas, the kind of areas that are going down to black and white, are areas where the mice are. There's this blanket up across the forest floor of these glowing green eyes.
Wow.
Oh, those are all mice? Fuck.
Yep. There are lots of them. Then the ones who broke off the pack are going to move forward. This hexed one. What is your move? You adorable little thing. You're pretty fast.
Oh, no thank you.
Yeah, they like you.
I honestly like them too, and I would hate to fight them.
You gotta relax.
You see this now kind of these swarm of mice just kind of work through the birdcage bars themselves, kind of like hitting these sort of dangling nerve endings of this owl. You see like the owl begins to like twitch and jerk as these mice just sort of walk through it towards you.
Fuck. That is not what I wanted to have.
I need you to wild magic surge right now, Fireball. Can you will that?
I wish.
I mean,
But it's
tides
cool.
of
I
chaos.
have something in mind.
It's cool. Everything's fine.
Shauku, you are very swift.
Everything's fine.
Did the combat order disappear for everyone else?
Yes. Oh, no, there it is.
Beautiful. Yeah, shall we? You're the only one who was close enough to the edge to get attacked by these mice, so you're going to take a few hits. What is your AC, out of curiosity?
Wait. Did you say Chawi? I thought you said they didn't see me.
Oh, no, Shauku. There we go. Yeah.
It's 16.
16. We'll see how well these mice can hit you. That is exactly one hit as these mice just start swarming around your feet and biting at you.
Get off me! Get off me!
You are going to take 2 points of piercing damage, Shauku, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw as you see this sort of veiny green light begin to pulsate from one of the mouse's teeth as it sort of sinks into your flesh.
Fuck.
Roll 20s in this house.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Almost as if igniting ghastly, whenever this mouse just tried to inject into you, just instantly ignites between your flesh. You sort of glow the sort of outside of your foot and singe away whatever was trying to get into your system.
Nice.
Without a problem. And it is now your turn, Shauku.
All right, question. Can we do diagonal movements?
Yes, you can.
Okay. But if I move here, is it pinging? Can you see the ping? If I move here, then this one gets an attack opportunity, right?
Yes.
All right. In that case, so I'll do the wildfire spirit, and I will. This time when it forms, it just kind of forms like a low smoldering like snake around my right forearm, so it's attached to me, and wherever it appears, anybody within 10 feet of it has to do a dexterity. So that would be all three of those around me.
Does that include you?
Good question. Let's see. It says probably does. It says each creature within 10 feet.
Yeah.
So
I mean, fire's gonna hurt them a lot more than it's gonna hurt you. So I'll
Yeah.
roll a dex saving throw and I'll do the same.
I'll take it though.
And so will literally all of them. I've rolled double digits once this combat round.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So yeah, go ahead and roll that fire damage.
So that's 2d6.
Kill it with fire.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Hey, twinsies.
The
Wow.
odds of that happening is like
Wow.
Is
So,
Neon? Is not getting
Anyone
a
got
sub
silvery
last
barbs?
count.
No, I'm joking.
For the bonus action, once again, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here and command it to teleport.
Alrighty.
Which one I want to go though? Let's see.
let's probably book it.
Yeah, but yeah, back out because there's no. Is there a pathway north of us out, or do we have to go the way we came in?
You came in through the southwest passageway,
Mm-hmm.
but it is completely, the floor just completely covered in mice.
Oh, so there's really no way out right now. But there would have been a way out north, or no?
You can investigate the north pathway. It seems to be a sort of trail that leads upwards towards the north.
I forget it. I'm gonna just teleport. Let's see. Okay, there.
Alrighty.
And then they'll have to do one more deck save, or get 1d6
Alrighty.
plus 2.
What's your spell save DC?
12.
Alright, so 3 of them are going to fail, 1 of them's going to pass.
All right.
Nice.
So that's
2 plus 2, so that's 4 more damage to 1.
4 more.
Stress.
And as these sort of glowing mice burst into flames, there is this sort of sickly green ooze as they sort of like pop and it like starts to boil the forest floor around them.
Ew. Ew.
All right. That's
And
it.
would you like to use your movement to go anywhere?
Oh, nah, cause I'm gonna stay right there.
Alrighty. Shall we? The mice have not spotted you yet.
Okay. I am. Okay. The only thing that these mice seem to be afraid of were owls. Okay. Okay, I have a choice here. What do I want to do? One is
Follow your
messy, one is
dreams.
fun. One is messy, one is fun. Oh, I have a sling. What can a sling throw? Okay. Okay. This is what I think I'm going to try to do. The only thing that the mice ever appear to be afraid of is the owls, right?
Seems so. At least the very least bugs
assume
it
that,
was.
right. I assume that these mice have a pretty strong sense of smell and might get a little shook if they smell an owl coming. Yes?
Shauku could absolutely assume that.
So, Shauku is going to reach into her Hillard University brand TM bag of holding and pull out the mall egg that she pilfered from the nest.
You pull out this sort of massive, like, dome-sized egg.
And Shauku is then going to fit that egg into her sling and throw it directly at the swarm of mice that is surrounding Kyrene.
Alrighty. I'll say roll an attack.
Kyrene, do you have thoughts?
Not that you can communicate in 6 seconds. Roll attack.
Exactly. So it is what it is.
Oh God. Sorry, sis. Sorry, friend. I'm about to
You got
splatter
this.
you with
I believe in you. I
egg.
believe in you.
So you said I'm rolling an attack.
Yep, roll to attack.
Oof.
That will hit. What is the damage of... Okay, 1 second. I gotta pull some shit.
Egg damage?
Right. Egg damage plus.
Because I'm assuming that the egg does crack upon
Yeah,
this
the egg
impact.
absolutely does crack.
What if it's not even like ready to be born yet? It's just fucking fluid.
I'll say roll me a d4.
Oh my God.
Cast scramble.
Kyrene?
Okay, so this is... How do I just roll straight dice in Roll20?
So /R space 1d4.
Okay, thank you. /R space 1d4.
All right.
Wow.
The egg shatters against the rightmost maestros, and one of the egg shards just kind of like stabs and impales one of the mice that are in this swarm. Shauku, you watched this torrent of yolk and some kind of like half-formed odd creature that sort of glistens with metal and feathers and bile splatter all over.
Please say the mice. Please say the mice. Please say the mice.
This section.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
Kyrie.
roll. Kyrie,
Sorry,
you are
Kyrie.
covered in egg yolk
Oh,
and
God.
maybe a
Sorry,
few
Kyrie.
feathers.
Kyrene feels fucking sick immediately, like covers their mouth.
What I'm gonna do,
It's not rotten, right?
is what I'm gonna do, Charlie, is first I'm gonna give you an inspiration point because that was creative as fuck, and then I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw for these rats.
You could be generous and let Kyrene do a dex save to duck it.
I'll say yeah. Go ahead,
yes.
Kyrene. Roll me a dex saving throw, Kyrene.
Come on,
Kyrene's
Kyrie.
pretty dexterous, right?
No.
I don't know.
I was
You were
like,
dodging
why
that
did
owl
they
pretty
say
good.
that?
You were pretty good dodging the owl.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm trying.
Nope. Covered in egg yolk and a few feathers,
Covered.
and there's like a few like red dots in them.
Oh my God, please.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. I'm
Here's
sorry,
egg in your face.
That's not something you see every day.
It's like Kyrene's worst fucking nightmare.
Yeesh.
The death
I will
glare
say-
that Kyrene is certainly shooting towards the trees. Like,
So you are no longer stealth first, shall we? As making the attack
Exactly,
takes you out of
yeah, no.
stealth. So yeah, you get hit by an egg and you look over and you see Chaui perched majestically in like these pink cherry blossoms, leaves flowing. It's like full anime style, and you're just covered in fucking goop. And you feel a mess, and you look a mess, and you smell a mess, and it's awful.
oh, God.
Yoked up.
Shawi really said catch. Karin said what?
Catch what? And like smacked in the face with like, oh, that's so disgusting.
Oh, you
It's like
yoked
all.
up.
I can just like imagine it being all over like her glasses and in her hair. Like that would be such. Oh, it'd be a hassle. I hope you have prestidigitation.
Right. These 4 mice are now frightened due to the wisdom
Alright.
saving throw, so they're gonna have disadvantage so long as there's owl smell, and Kyrie, you smell like owl. So
So
Don't clean it
with the
off.
frightened condition, does attacking them knock them out of that?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
I thought that frightened condition meant that they could not move towards what they were
They can't move
frightened
towards. So if Kyrie decides to get the fuck out of this weird surrounded by mice scenario, then they can't move towards her because she's covered in owl yolk and smells bad
They.
to
That would
them.
also mean that they would attack at disadvantage as well.
They absolutely would. So that's the situation for those 4 with the blue dots on them. Next up, or I'm
Wait,
sorry,
wait,
Kyrie,
wait,
did you want to use
wait.
your bonus action movement for anything?
Yes, I would like to use my bonus action, and oh my god, I love being a rogue because right now I am going to fucking gauge.
All right.
And that is, what's my movement? 30 feet. I'm assuming each square is 5 feet per normal.
Each square is 5 feet.
All right, where do I want to go? I want to go. I think I want to go down there. Because that seems to be the best place. Yep. Yeah, that way.
All right.
Bam.
Easy enough.
Disengage. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Kyrene. You've had a very interesting last 6 seconds.
I'm so sorry, Kyrie. They are never gonna forgive me. Oh my god, they are never gonna forgive me.
Yo,
Is Bugsy
yeah.
still sitting on your shoulder, just like
Yeah, what's the
staring
deal
at
with
you? Like,
Bugsy?
what the fuck did you get me into?
I forgot to roll wisdom save for Bugsy.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh, Bugsy.
Bugsy's probably caught in the egg bukkake too.
No, you did not.
Everything.
No!
And you
Hate
take
it.
So you all watch as Shauku just has a heart attack in the middle of this field and dies.
Is that considered an act of God?
No. Bugsy's fine. Bugsy knows what's up. Bugsy's just gonna go like underneath into your Hillard backpack and chill for a bit.
Okay, cool. Bugsy is safe.
Hillard TM backpack of holding.
All right. Okay. So what's the deal with the mice? They don't seem to be under any control. They're
Save
just
for
attacking mindlessly.
Bugsy. The mice's eyes are just glowing green. That's all you can really tell about them.
What is like? I'm curious as to like what's going on with that.
Roll me either Arcana or Nature check.
Okay.
We don't roll low in this house.
There you
God's
go.
dead.
There you go.
Kyrene, best you can tell with your Arcana check, whatever was keeping these particular mice docile was probably the piano music, and now without the piano music, they have gone into what is, for all intents and purposes, they've absolutely been genetically or magically tampered with, but what is their natural state is a state of violence.
It was a
Savage
trap.
mice.
It was a trap.
Lying ass
Was
Bugsy.
it?
It was a trap.
But look, we gonna have a nice long
Bugsy
conversation
seems
with
fine.
Bugsy.
And you'll notice that Bugsy was fully awake when the piano was playing.
Yeah.
It seems that whatever these particular mice were on the edge of the tree line, their natural state is violence and were kept asleep by the maestro's music.
Okay, so tell me if I'm tripping on this. If with this check, do I think if they hear music, they will be chill again?
It depends on whether they were keyed specifically to the maestro's music or just music in general.
Mm,
And that's what you can tell.
okay. I'll try something later, but for now I'm going to cast Moonbeam centered on myself, and I'm gonna use a sorcery point to automatically save the roll that I would have to make for this.
As you do. So what do they have to roll then?
Let me check. I believe it's a con save.
D&D's
Yeah.
most coveted role for monsters. I hate con saves.
Everything's fine.
Everything's good at con, basically.
Mice shouldn't have great con, right?
Yep, mice, they're known for their constitution. Yep, they're known. They're known across the lands.
They eat almost everything. Like rats.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
roll some
rats and
con save.
cockroaches, right?
Mhm.
All right. I'm not gonna hold you. I rolled 4 nat 20s. 3 of them failed.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
Hand to God.
Nat 20s.
Hand to God.
Jesus Christ.
What are the odds on that one?
I'll post it into Discord.
Right? Oh my
Which
God.
one? Which ones failed?
So I will say that. So let's check the order. So second one was a nat 20, and the last 3 were nat 20s. So
That's crazy.
the pink dots are the ones that failed Moonbeam. These 3.
Oh my God.
Okay, cool. Since this group is frightened, could I move
You could
without?
move, sure.
Okay.
Oh shit.
You might take a
Bad.
few attacks of
Okay.
opportunity. Just a few. Just a little bit.
God damn it. Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick.
They'll attack even though they're frightened?
Yeah, they just attack at disadvantage.
It would be a disadvantage. So it'd be easy.
Okay.
You rolling 4 nat 20s. I don't know about all that. Oh, Wild Magic Surge.
I'll post it in Neo Soul God's Discord. Be sure to join Neo Soul God's Discord. You would do well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So that was my Wild Magic Surge. So
Okay.
just as a note,
6
can
or
I
below.
also? Yeah. Whoa, wait, 6 and below?
So yep, 6 or
Alright.
below. No.
Oh God damn
Alright,
it.
cool. Just making note of that. Just a note that, can I say that my guardian star has manifested as well? I have Gemini, so I manifest an ethereal twin within 5 feet of me. So the first attack roll against me and around is made with disadvantage.
Is that an action to activate your Guardian Star?
Let's see. Oh, you know what? You're right. That is an action. All right. So then I won't do anything. Yeah, I think I am gonna move. Could I move? I can't walk through the mice, right? Like they're blocking my.
You absolutely can move through the mice. That's a special thing with swarms and how they work. So if you wanted, you can just leave.
Yeah. I am. Fuck it. I'm gonna take it.
All right. You are going to take just a few attacks of opportunity.
All right.
Luckily, I've spent all my nat 20s dodging a moonbeam. So
Yeah.
how much damage is that moonbeam? 5?
Yeah.
You've met your natural 20 quota for the night.
120 foot.
Yeah, you're not allowed
for yourselves,
to do
Hillard U.
that anymore.
Nat 20's
It's
done
a
for the
120
rest
foot
of all of
cylinder
the
for
game.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cylinder.
That's crazy.
So Kyrene, what is your AC?
Okay.
Right now I have mage armor up, so it is 14.
All right. That's a miss. That is a hit. That is a miss. That is a miss. That is a miss. And that is a miss. Mage armor.
So then
saves
I'm
the
going
pass.
to you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction then to silvery barbs.
The one that hit you?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. And that
I'm
is a
about to
miss.
see your bag just like roll out.
Cool.
Yep, that is a miss. So, Charlie, you see this from your vantage point as Kyrene just leaps through this swarm of mice. All of them sort of like jump at them at once. And in a surge of wild magic, you see mice that might have once been sort of there to hit them are almost sort of glitched into a different trajectory and sort of just barely miss. As Kyrene, you are now sort of standing on one of these pillars of mossy rock.
You don't have to make another surge roll because you cast silvery barbs, do you?
Do I do?
I think you might actually. So roll me a d20.
All right, and I'm gonna give my advantage to Shauku.
All right, Shauku, you can choose to have advantage on what is it? The silvery barbs.
What is on
The
silvery
next
barbs?
attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you have. And
Yes.
wild magic is fine. Which brings us back to the top of the round.
Good
Apollo.
looking out. Good looking out.
Is it now 7 and below?
It is now 7 and below.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I see that mouse, that swarm that I've hexed is, they're cooling, so I'm gonna fire another arrow at them. Gonna go for...
Roll that.
There we go. I am rolling hotcakes today.
Absolutely. That'll
Okay.
absolutely hit. Roll damage.
Alright, here's the sharpshooter damage. Pew.
Pew indeed. So that's...
So I
And
rolled
once
a-
again, you absolutely just skewer
And then
an entire line of these rats. It is what you're trained to do.
and there's the hex.
And with a last sort of
Oh,
arc
shit.
of Apollon energy, that swarm is no more.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Guys, I hate to say this, but this might have been my fault. I'm so sorry. And then
Well, we'll deal with it.
Apollo's
Kyrene is actively trying not to puke. They're
Apollo's
so
gonna-
fucked up from that yolk.
You
Oh,
should really
God,
clean yourself
Kyrene.
up. That kind of smells really bad. I can smell it from
Oh,
here.
they shoot you a death glare. Like, say nothing.
All right, anything
Don't
else you're
look
doing on
at-
your turn, Apollo?
I don't think I have any bonus.
I think moving Hex is a bonus action. If you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to move it to a
Yeah, I'll
form
move
that's
Hex
not
over
red.
to the one of the frightened ones, the one that's like right next to the one that I just killed.
Get Hexed. Next
And
up, we have the mice. And are you moving anywhere? Just
No,
gonna
actually, I'll
near
stay
the
right
beak?
there. I'll stay right there, actually. I was
Alright.
considering it, but I also realize there's a crap ton of mice right there as well, so...
There are indeed only the wisest. Next up is the massive swarm on the edge of the tree line, just moving closer to the lot of you.
Should we try music?
Might have to. At least to give it a shot.
Kyrene is doing vocal exercises now.
Me, 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 me.
Do, re, mi. Who has instruments?
Apollo does.
I do.
I think 3 of us
I have a
do.
lyre.
I
Oh
can
my
play the
gosh.
have a
I can play the
flute.
ham bone.
You can be the beat.
Jesus.
I could beatbox.
We gotta get the fuck out.
Next up, the ones that are kind of breaking away from the swarm. Shauku. You're looking pretty tasty.
All right. So
What
Shauku's
is?
Shauku's triggered. Is it my turn or no?
It is the mice's turn, and they're trying
Oh,
to
I'm
fight
sorry.
you. So I was going to ask your AC.
Oh, 16.
All right. So mice are going to try and hit you. And you'll probably be fine.
Oh, when they start their turn in Moonbeam, they have to make another con save.
Duly noted. So I'll settle these first. That's 2 misses so far on you, Shauku. 3 misses so
Alright.
far on you, Shauku.
All right.
4 misses so far on you, Shauku.
No whammies.
All right.
5 misses, Shauku, as you don't fuck with
Beautiful.
rats. You don't fuck with rats. So you just sort of up your body temperature, and anyone who just dares to get close to you just instantly has like their fur singed and they move back, and you're holding them at bay for now.
All right.
Next up, I'm gonna roll some con saves for these poor mice. So I rolled another nat 20, but the rest are fails. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Shut up.
It's better to be wasted on these stupid ass saving throws than trying to hit y'all.
Wait, what am I rolling damage for?
True.
Kyrene is rolling damage from me.
Oh. I'm sorry.
All good.
Sorry, it is 2d10.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Okay.
yeah.
As the power of moonlight in this starlit sky, Kyrene, you bring it down, and a lot of these poor little maestro instantly fry.
Excellent.
Yeah, they're engulfed in ghostly flames, but I like to think that they're just like being suffocated in like a swarm of vines. Oh, that sounds so bad. I hate it.
That's okay. You're doing it. And then they are going to. I mean, this one can still fuck with you. This one can still fuck with you. These ones can't fuck with you. They're gonna fuck with Shauku.
No.
Actually, no, Apollo's right there. So you see these swarms of mice, Apollo. Sort of start climbing through the sort of interior bird cage of this strange nesting mall, climbing the sort of vines of organic nerve endings, and you can see the outside start to, again to twitch and jerk and bob as they rise up towards the beak area that you are at. And you're going to take a few hits. So what's your AC, Apollo?
17.
I shed 1 tear. Good God.
Hillard U students.
That's
Don't get invited for no
21
reason.
to hit you.
Anyone got silvery barbs for me? Nah, it's okay.
All right. So you're going to take a whopping stagger. 2 points of damage. God damn it. And I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. She's just like kicking at these mice, and one of them like bites your toe. 13. Apollo, you feel that sort of same glowing green energy try and enter your system. You feel your mind fogging over, and you manage to just barely shake your head clear of it.
All right.
And that is their turn, which leads us to Shauku.
Right. So Shauku's triggered. He's an orphan. He's been on the streets. He's had his run-ins with rats and mice before, and he does not like it. If I move right here, move right here, would a 15-foot cone cover all these?
I would say yes. You would take some attacks of opportunity, but yes, it would.
I'm going to take that.
All right.
He nervously is rubbing his hands together, and as he does, there's like burning embers start to form and kind of float away, and I will cast Burning Hands.
Alrighty. Firstly, as you step back, two of the mice hit you for a while. 8 points of damage. And I would like you to roll me 2 wisdom saving throws, please.
Come on, Shauku.
Shauku.
Don't forget you have advantage on.
Oh, that's right. You have
Oh,
advantage.
yeah,
so
you
that is your
do.
first
Yes.
save. He's going to roll me a third one.
Nice.
Yes.
And that is that.
What's a...
Shauku, you feel the beginnings of something start to fog over and take over your mind. But as the sort of green energy is working its way up the veins of your leg, you see one of Kyrene's vines sprout up from the ground and sort of tie off against your knee and block whatever venom or poison this is from moving any further, and it slowly dies out.
Good looking out.
So you're saying you're going to burning hands these motherfuckers?
Yeah. He
right.
reaches out and Burning Hands. Hold on.
Oh, good lord.
So actually, although it says DC 12, I have a separate one for the Genasi racial trait for the what is it called? Blaze, reach into the blaze. And for that one, the DC is 15.
Duly noted. Let me roll some dex for these poor mice.
Check him out.
One of them passed. He's feeling pretty good. One of them passed.
All right.
So roll damage, 3d6.
So that's 3d6.
God.
Nice.
Damn.
We
not
love
finished.
to see it.
He's upset.
Back the fuck up off him. Like,
As
he
he
said
should
what he
be.
said.
As he should be. Give me 50 feet.
He's definitely upset.
What about your wildfire spirit? Can you?
I can. Hold on. For the wildfire spirit, I'll do a. I'm gonna just get away again, and then the two nearest me, they'll do another deck save.
If you want, you could put your wildfire spirit here in the center of them, and then you can still teleport your way, but it gets all of them.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right. Shauku will do that.
I'll do that.
They gotta roll what? A deck save?
They gotta do a deck save, DC 12.
And then where is this wildfire spirit taking you?
I'm gonna go 10, 15 there.
Alrighty. And the lot of you see Shauku back up, the mice sort of nipping at his heels, and then shooting directly at their feet first to get the rats that, dare to fucking bite him. There is this torrent of flame and fiery destruction. Charlie, you can feel the heat from where you are, which is halfway across the clearing, as what is left after the flames die down and the smoke clears are a very, very ragged and very, very scattered spattering of mostly charred mice. And then in a snap of explosion, the majority of them are finished off.
Oh, excellent. Shit, it's my turn.
As Shauku appears a small ways away. Next up, we have Shawi.
Did they pass the saving throw? I mean, the deck save?
One of them passed, and most of them failed, which is why they are dead.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Chawi, it's your turn. Apollo
Okay.
seems to be getting surrounded. Shauku seems to be very politely telling these rats to fuck off. And Kyrene is covered in egg yolk.
Kyrene's like, don't
Must you
remind
keep
me.
mentioning that?
No, seriously.
Okay, so Shawi is looking around the battlefield. She sees that Shauku seems to be clear. Kyrene is covered in egg yolk, but they only have 2 on them, but Apollo has 4 on him. So Chawi is going to try something interesting. Possibly less interesting than the first thing that she tried, though. So Chawi is going to use part of her movement to go, switch. To go here.
Chowie, I swear if you throw an egg at me, I will never forgive you.
I don't have any more eggs. I only took one. That was my only egg. And trust, once we are out of combat, I will be picking eggshells out of the ground because, god damn it, I don't care what Jin Rula told us. I need a trophy. Okay, so Chawi is going... Ooh. No, I think it's only one direction. Hold up, let me check something. Let me see what this do.
And Kyrene, your turn's up next, just so you know.
Yes.
Spells. So 30 feet from you in a line. Okay. From me in a line. Oh, can I do this? No, because that would hit Apollo.
Hey, sacrifice has got to be made.
Wow. Do it, I can take a hit.
There's no way I can
Yeah,
get...
Apollo can def take it.
Yeah, I can take a hit.
Actually, I could do that. Oh, but Apollo, you would definitely take a hit.
Don't worry.
Sacrifice has got to be.
Don't worry.
Hey, Class B hasn't lit any of their own
Okay.
on fire yet, so we're still doing pretty good as far as I'm
Yet.
I need you to hear that you said don't worry as I do this. So Chawi is going to take a little more movement and place herself here.
Is that where the moonbeam is?
Oh, I thought that was I thought the yellow square was the frightened thing. Is the yellow square the moonbeam?
The yellow square was where the egg yolk is. I think the moonbeam
Okay,
was sort of surrounding, centered on
Yep.
Kyrene. So I think it's a
Okay.
5-foot radius sphere or something like that.
Yeah, it is.
So Kyrene was standing to the top middle here. So the moonbeam would not be there. So you're safe to stand there, shall we?
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stand here and, well, I mean, if I'm going to do friendly fire, apparently everybody gets some. So Shauku, you next. Just saying. So Chawi is going to stand there and cast spells. She is going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
All right.
Take that hit. Hold on, wait.
All right,
No.
sure. Fuck does Tasha's Caustic Brew do? Yep, 30 feet. Yep.
It's 30 feet, so
Awesome.
the mouse here in front of Apollo, and then these 2 mice in front of Kyrene.
So in order to do that, you would have to use your movement to get like here. Since it's originating from you, it's not like in both directions.
See, and that was the thing I wasn't sure about, because it said originating from me, but it didn't say. It says in a line
in a
30
direction
feet
you
long.
choose.
Climb on my shoulders and do it.
Oh, in a direction you choose. Okay. You could climb.
So can I choose both directions?
I'll say roll me
I
an Arcana check, actually.
I was about to say I do have enough movement to
You definitely do have enough
be able
movement.
to.
Just get a shot
Yeah.
lined up.
Okay. So roll Arcana. Fuck yes. Come on, shall we?
So yeah, Chawi. This spell was not meant for this, but as you essentially take this caustic brew, bubble it up, sort of form your hands around it, and then split your palms apart, this splits into 2 identical looking rat brews, and 4 rats are gonna roll some dex saving throws.
Nice.
Yes.
Do I also roll a dex saving throw?
And 4 rats and 1 Apollo.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yes.
what I think. It's okay. I'm good at these.
Awesome. All right. So all 4 fail. As rats are now covered in acid.
Nice.
Yes.
I'll just use
Please
this
tell
as
me
acid.
Apollo passes.
Apollo does
Please
pass.
tell me Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo passes.
Yes. Sorry, Kyrie.
Oh.
I will
Sorry,
say, however, Chawi,
thinking.
since you are standing at the egg yolk, there's now the smell of like acid burn, dead egg yolk just in your nostrils now.
No.
Oh my god.
Awful.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Everything
Christ.
stinks.
That's awful.
Everything stinks. Okay, so that was my movement, my action. Hey, can Shauku hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
What
Hey,
up?
Shauku, how close do we need to be together for you to teleport?
I believe within 5 feet.
Okay. So in that case, Shawi is going to use her disengage once again. Yes. To get right the hell next to Shauku.
You can use your dash. You can't use your disengage to get there.
Sorry, yes, dash.
Right. So you're gonna take a couple of attacks of opportunity, just a few, just a skosh, just 2, just a little. What's your AC?
Just two. My AC is 15.
Both of them rolled a 15. So you're gonna take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Just a little, just a skosh. Just a skosh,
skosh.
just a little.
Just a smidge.
You're gonna take 14 points of damage. Just a little.
How many?
14. 1-4. Just a little bit.
1-4?
Just
One
a little
four.
14.
1-4?
A little bit.
Jesus Christ.
Everything's fine.
How much health do you have?
18. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh,
Shauku.
wait. You say you have 18 health?
So you're at 4 hit points.
Yes.
And I'd like you to roll me 2 wisdom saving throws, if you don't mind.
Yo.
Oh my god. Oh my
Everything's
god.
fine. Hey, it's okay.
My
You're
God.
okay. You're gonna pass.
Wisdom. Is that a
It's okay.
saving throw? What the fuck? Where are my saving throws? There
Top
they
left.
are.
Yep.
Wisdom. Okay, found it. 1, 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait.
Can I can I silvery barbs that 4?
You absolutely can silvery barbs that 4.
Yeah, I'll do that begrudgingly.
Sorry.
That's okay. So roll that 4 again.
I'll give her advantage.
Okay, so do I need to roll both again or just the one?
Just 1.
Cool.
No. She's
Awesome.
got the ick. She's got the ick.
Slightly better.
Charlie, you get about here before you are bitten right in your Achilles heel by one of these maestros. It is a
Actually.
howling pain. And the rest of the party, you see Charlie's veins go this sort of glowing radioactive green before it finally reaches their eyes. And Charlie, you are charmed for the duration.
I have resistance against being charmed. I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Oh, so roll again.
Nice.
I had. Oh my god! I'm so hoping it was charmed.
You got this.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then you see Charlie blink, and those of you who are perceptive probably notice the hair just glows slightly more blue as the blue sort of overtakes the green, and then both lights fade, and Shawi is as they were.
So does that mean that yes?
Let's go. Snap out of it.
Oh.
And next up we have Kyrene.
All right. Kyrene is looking for the way out. They're
I'll
like
say roll me a perception check.
perception.
There is a path that you came from, which is towards the sort of southwest, and a path north that you don't know where it leads. Both are completely covered in rats right now, which will probably mean a lot of attackers' opportunity. So those are the ways out that you can see.
Okay. I feel silly asking to do like some fucking Snow White shit, like lull these mice to sleep with singing, but what do y'all think?
It's worth a try.
Man,
Worth a try.
you might as well.
It's this or get
Okay.
bullied.
Right? Like, and they're closing in. Okay, could I try that? Could I try to like pour my voice into like a or my magic into a performance to have them take a chill pill?
Roll performance for chill pill.
Could Bugsy help me?
Yes.
I would say yes, with an action to pull things out of a bag of holding. If you wanted, you could take Bugsy out now as your action, and then have advantage in your next performance check next round.
Oh, that is so tempting. Okay. Cause you said okay. Fuck it. Okay. Yes. I'll do that. So I don't get advantage this roll, but next round.
All
Sure.
the cheese and crackers, Bugsy. All the cheese and crackers.
Seriously.
All right, so you use your action to take out Bugsy. Would you like to do a bonus action anything?
That's my performance. That sucks. Bonus action. Let me see. I won't. Yeah,
Ed.
I won't. I don't have anything.
Can't you move your moonbeam, or is that an action to do?
That's an action.
What? Whack.
All right, Apollo, you are being surrounded by mice,
Okay.
sort of forming these almost like DNA helix root-esque things, like the World War Z zombies, just low-key structures, all assaulting you at once.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm also Kyrene, would you have communicated that you're gonna try and lull them to sleep?
Yeah.
You
I
see
think...
Kyrene doing vocal warm-ups
Okay.
right now.
Alright, so oof. I had my flute out earlier.
Well, yeah, when we were having a little jam session, I think like as they're doing the vocal warm up, they're looking at you and like pointing like band time.
Alright, shoot. Alright. Yeah, alright. Apollo's like, I've got nothing to live for back home anyway, so he's gonna pull out his
Oh my
flute.
God.
He's gonna pull out his flute.
Nothing to live for back home. Damn.
Roll me a performance check, Apollo.
Okay.
Come on, Apollo. Okay.
14.
I'm proficient with my flute, so would that add anything to it?
I would say you could roll me a flute check and use your dexterity instead of your charisma, if you like.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hit him with the
Yeah. Fingers.
Pan flute.
Hit him,
Finger
hit him
work.
with the
Pan
jet.
flute. Pan flute.
Nice.
There you go. There you go.
Apollo,
There you go.
you whip out
Yes!
your pan flute, raise it to your
I
lips,
look.
and
Apollo's nickname is finna be Lizzo.
Hit him with the jazz flute.
as you take a deep breath inwards, we are going to take a 10-minute break.
Oh,
Ah!
Yay! Lovely.
Oh my god, I asked for this and still it's like, oh my god.
Ask for this.
Alright, bet.
And we're back. Alrighty.
And we're back. Let's go.
Then our prospective graduates are back at it again. After flattening the maestro, they are now fighting the maestro's maestros. And the maestros are closing in. Apollo, as you begin to play this pan flute, remind me what Apollo's magic looks like.
So Apollo's magic manifests itself as this murky, dark, starry mist that kind of just emanates and wraps around him and swirls as if you're looking at the stars in a country in a country night.
Pretty.
And as this sort of mist starts to swirl around you and flow out of your panpipes, Apollo, the leaves in this forest, in this clearing, bright pink leaves begin to fly off their trees as the wind begins to swirl and swirl and swirl. And leaves that have fallen, leaves that have partially decayed, partially changed from pink to what appears to be a more bluish shade instead of the regular umber of standard green leaves, begin to form around you, Apollo, and form almost this galaxy-esque backdrop made entirely out of these bright pastel-colored leaves juxtaposed against your sort of celestial magic. The entire party receives a d6 of bardic inspiration,
Woof.
and each of the mice receive a d6 of psychic damage. So, Apollo, if you would kindly roll that.
nice.
Amazing.
Okay.
Take the humble 3.
Works.
And that is your action.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything more with your bonus action as the mice seem to be continuing to converge?
I don't think this character has any bonus actions. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't have anything for my bonus action currently.
In that case, the mice are none too pleased.
They
Oh,
didn't.
that was dope.
Well, the music didn't work. Kyrie.
Apollo. Actually, we'll go with Shauku first.
Oh,
damn.
You're being really mean to these mice. They don't like you.
Wow.
well, run up then, mice.
They are.
Shall
They're
we
gonna
They
get you.
doing just
Tracy.
that.
Shelby's reconsidering all of her life choices right now.
You said your AC was 16, Shauku?
Yes, 16.
It's going to be 2 hits with these lovely mice.
Oh.
And okay, cool. They seem to be doing a bit less damage since the majority of them are charred corpses. So you're going to be taking a whopping 8 points of piercing damage. And when normally you would roll a wisdom saving throw, instead, in this sort of swirling torrent of wind, the leaves seem to be sort of interposing between you and the sort of venomous teeth of these mice.
That's some swinging flute, Apollo.
Shauku, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm going to. I'm going to do a scorching ray.
Alrighty.
Oh shit.
Roll me. I think
Okay.
it's 3 scorching rays, so 3
Yeah.
attacks. Who are you shooting them at?
I want to hit this one, since Chowei is probably blocking me from hitting anything over here, right?
You can reach around Chowei. It's a 5-foot cube, so it's more just the area of threat that you pose, as opposed to Chowei's 5 feet wide on any side.
So if I can hit one of these next to Kyrene.
Absolutely. Roll 3 attacks.
Let's see. How am I doing this? How do I roll? Because they each take 2d6.
They do.
How do I roll 2 at a time?
I think you can just click it 3 times.
Gotcha.
Your character.
Gotcha.
And then
Apple, there's a request in chat.
What's
For
happening
you
in
to
chat?
say, there's a request in chat for you to say, "What up, baby?" Because at this point, Neo is threatening to roll into our session to make you
Good
say
lord.
this.
All right. I'll do it if every party member survives this encounter. How about that?
Oh,
Nice
shit.
compromise.
You know what? I'm tripping.
And then could you just roll me 3 spell attacks, so 1d20 plus your spell attack modifier?
Yeah, my fault. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you're fine.
So
That'll definitely hit. That'll also hit.
Yes, Apollo.
What's your attack modifier?
4.
That'll hit. Yeah, 10. That'll hit.
Nice.
All right, so they're gonna take I believe the term is fuck ton of damage.
You just want to go with the 3 rolls I did for damage already?
Yep.
All right.
Then there is that one. Yeah. Kyrene, you see one of the mice swarms that are harassing you just instantly burst into flame.
They kind of breathe a sigh of relief.
Bonus action, anything? Moving anywhere?
I will get, for the bonus action, I will move myself and Jawi. I'll teleport us.
Well, speaking of moving, probably before you teleport, you want to know where the mice move in on you.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Before you move, you'll probably want to know where the mice move in on you, so I'm just going to put where they move in because I forgot to move the surrounding swarm closer towards y'all.
Oh. Well, you don't have to.
Right.
No, it's fine. I want to.
I think they're fine where they're at, actually.
Yeah,
The flute did
everything's
nothing.
fine.
I should have attacked.
They look
Everything's
very
fine right now.
comfortable where they're at.
Oh, yeah, don't. Oh, wow.
Kyrene?
All right.
Shit.
Kyrene.
Oh, shit. Kyrene!
To your shins, you are engulfed in a swarm of rats as they are just lurching for the center.
Wonderful. This is the best fucking day Kyrene has ever had.
But
They're having so much
is still
fun.
covered with algae, so even the incoming rats should be scared of Kyrene, right?
That is a good point.
Or they're sticking to her like batter. One of the two.
Scared. We're going with scared. Okay, we're going with scared. But they're just flowing around Kyrene.
I will say, just because
Kyrene
of the sheer
smells like-
volume of mice that are here, some of them are scared, and that'll probably affect how many of them can actually attack Kyrene. but not all of them are scared. So yeah. So Shauku, where are you teleporting, you said?
Yeah. I mean, I'll get. I guess I'll move us closer to the piano. Because the piano's like right here, right?
Yep.
And then maybe we gotta try the piano specifically.
Oh, good point. Well, the piano's crushed though.
Yeah,
Piano has
wasn't it
been
crushed?
completely smashed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's just revivify the owl real quick.
Seriously, can we just like stand in the puddle of?
I'm just gonna bamf us both just closer away, or it's over here.
All right.
Away from the.
At least the party will all be together when we die.
And then this rat's got to roll dex saving throw.
Yeah. DC 12.
I don't think you can roll less than a 1 on a d6, so I'm just going to take this man off the board.
All right.
And that is Shauku's turn. Chawi!
Cure wounds. Thank you very goddamn much.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Roll 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier.
Ooh.
How many are left on the board?
Wait, no. Cure wounds cast at level 1. Okay. Yeah, because that's all I can do.
So it's going to be 2 plus your intelligence, so that's 6 hit points to you.
6. Okay, well that's not bad. 14 minus 6 is 8.
That's like a third of your health.
Put a little dirt on it.
It's not bad. Ah, shit. It was 14. 8. I was right. Okay.
Don't forget we got Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, we have Bardic Inspiration and I have Inspiration.
You have advantage.
Can I roll again with
Oh, wait. I think you used advantage.
You can't roll D20. You can only roll D20 rolls on Inspiration, so.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's your action. You want a bonus action, movement, anything?
I am not strong.
Is there...
All I did was use my action to cast Cure Wounds. Ah, shit, I used my action. Bonus actions. Because I think all those is me getting out of shit. Dash, disengage, or hide. There's no goddamn place to hide. Yeah, no, I guess I'm done.
All right, you sort of hunker down, you sort of like leaned up against the tail of the owl. And Kyrene, you are shin deep in mice right now.
That's fun. Can I get like an idea of like what it looks like to Kyrene right now? Like what are they looking at?
God.
Happening before them?
Absolutely. I'll be as descriptive as possible. So what it looks like to Kyrene right now is you are kind of standing on a low rock covered in moss. There is a horde of seemingly just never-ending mice charging towards the center of this clearing, towards the party. There are a few that have broken off from the pack. Those are the ones that your party is currently dealing with right now. This swarm, however, there are a few, most of them, or at least like some of them, ignore you just because you smell like owl and they don't fuck with that. Most of them, or some of them, are trying to nip at your heels right now as you're sort of standing in this torrent, this wave, this absolute like rising tide of mice and rodents. You can see the majority of them that are alive. There's one like right in front of you, and there's some of them that are like attacking Apollo, sort of like swinging from the tendons / nerve endings of this strange birdcage bird. The owl itself is sort of like just twitching and like eyes rolling, blinking as its nerve endings are just kind of just like awkwardly used as swinging vines by these mice that are like World War Z-ing their way up to Apollo's like neck and face.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
It's a bad time.
It's a terrible fucking time. I think Kyrene looks at Bugsy and is like, "Do you know the fucking way out?"
Bugsy will look at you, look at the mice.
Fucking Bugsy.
You say it. Don't you say it.
For Bugsy to choose sides.
Look, I need Bugsy to
Roll
be
me
not be
a
like, you
persuasion
on your
check.
own.
Persuasion? Okay.
Oh my god. Persuasive AF, right? You persuasive AF.
Like, I got a +5 to it, but my rolls just wasn't.
Forget your bardic.
Cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers.
Don't forget your
My
bardic.
bardic would just be +6 though.
Plus a d6.
That could help. That could help.
It's like
I think no, I'm gonna save my bardic.
All right. Bugsy looks at you, looks at the mice, looks at you, looks at the mice, shakes its head, and goes back in the bag. Hillard
No.
backpack of holding.
Yeah, I am mad at him. I'm like, same. I kind of want to go in there too and just fucking hide away. I think Kyrene sees Apollo getting swarmed, and they are getting swarmed, and Chawi and Shauku aren't looking too great. I think they will try to help them. They're gonna cast it's another con save, but it's an AoE. I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom.
ooh.
Oh shit! All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use a sorcery point to make sure that they all succeed on that.
Okay.
On that saving throw.
All right. Easy enough. Would you kindly roll me a d20 for wild magic?
Right.
What are we at? 6 or lower?
Yeah, we're at
7
6
and below.
Oh yeah, 7 and below. All right, so now it's 8 and below. And I'm gonna roll some con saves on these maestro. Jesus. All right.
I officially hate this music. I hate it. This music is gonna follow me into my nightmares.
Good. They all fail.
So-
How much damage do they take?
So it's at a 10-foot radius, and they take 7 necrotic damage.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
And can I move?
You certainly can move. You might take some attacks of opportunity, but some of the mice aren't hitting you because you smell like their natural predator.
What else can go wrong? Fuck it. Kyrene will come right here.
All right. You're gonna take some attacks of opportunity. Just a few.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. Just a little. What is Kyrene's AC?
14.
Nope. Says, the mice are nipping at your heels as you make your way sort of through the central bird cage of this owl. You have to like push aside some of the nerve endings. Like you see like a wing twitch, then a foot twitch, and then like the beak like makes like this half like, airy squawk.
Gross.
Jesus. Well, okay. So I remember I had advantage on my next performance check. Could I do that still?
Absolutely.
Why not? It's worth a shot.
$19.
All right.
Kyrene, your magic is naturally attuned with nature, and so almost even more so with Apollo, as your vines sort of reach up the trunks of these trees like ivy. It sort of envelops these otherwise sort of just dull brown trees in this incredibly verdant. You see flowers blooming off the vines that you grow, and the leaves envelop you and your party. And you all receive another d6 bardic inspiration. And the surrounding mice take another d6 worth of psychic. So if you would kindly roll that, Kyrie.
For sure. Bum, bum, bum.
The remainder of the mice that have been harassing you around this hour drop dead with Kyrie's song as it continues to sort of echo through this clearing.
Nice.
The party is left surrounded by mice and sort of like half perched, half like inside this strange owl thing. Apollo, top of the round, you're up, and the mice are next.
So, just a question: if I continued playing my flute, would they continue taking psychic damage, or was that a one-time thing?
Best you can tell, the flute playing seems to have been a one-time thing.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Apollo.
At least we're all together.
Apollo is feeling extremely shaky. His phobia of mice are kind of starting to like weigh on him, and he just kind of looks around at all of these odds, very uncertain, and he's just thinking to himself, he's like, Mom, I tried making friends. I might die now because I decided to try and make friends. This isn't how it was supposed to be, and I don't think I have an arrow for this.
That's the most Hawkeye thing Apollo's ever said.
Yeah.
So we don't see any mice in our current vicinity, though, right? But like we're still definitely being surrounded.
That seems to be the case, yeah.
Where's the exit?
All right.
Yeah, well, how are we gonna get out of here?
We can't see like the lightning mark anymore on the ground, or it's all covered by mice. Like we can't see shit.
You strayed briefly off the mice path, or off
Right.
the sort of path. This is a little ways out of
Yeah.
the way. I will say for now that the lot of you are out of initiative, as the most go-getters of the mice, I would say, are gone now, and it is just you, just these mice surrounding you.
Are the mice surrounding us actually appear to be attacking, or are they just like closing in?
They definitely attacked Kyrene, and they appear to be closing.
Shit.
Apollo's
Give us the eyes. Let's look at the
I was
eyes.
gonna say, Apollo's gonna reach into his bag
Yes,
and
the
pull out
eyes.
the eyes.
Yeah, see how they react to the eyes.
The eye, these massive sort of green glowing orbs with these slitted pupils start darting around wildly. Each of them seem to individually take in their surroundings, and you see those pupils sort of dilate in what you can only assume to be either fear or excitement or some kind of heightened emotion. What are you doing with the eyes, Apollo?
He's just gonna look at them, and he's gonna be like, "You, help, please. I don't know what you are, but please, get us out of here. Help us."
The eyes...
Charlie
dart
reaches out
towards
and
you.
grabs Apollo's hand as he says this.
The eyes dart towards you. I will say roll me a persuasion check with advantage, Apollo.
Persuasion. Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
The eyes look at you,
Oh.
look at each other, and then both of them seem to be pointing you in a direction that sort of leads towards the front of the owl.
Okay. Apollo's gonna move towards the front of the owl. This way,
You follow
guys.
the direction that the eyes are leading you, and each of them appear to be looking at an individual eye socket of the nesting mole.
Oh.
Apollo once again looks at his teammates and says, "I'm sorry for what I'm about to do." And he plunges the eyes into the nesting mole without hesitation.
There is the sound of crunching bone, twisting flesh, and tangled, matted, horrific feathers, and the bending of metal as you watched the same horrific green glow that tried to take over Kyrene begins to spread throughout the entire body of the nesting mole. The eyes go dull for a moment. There's nothing but the violent chittering of rodents growing steadily closer before there is a brilliant green flash, and the nesting mole jerks up to its feet.
Why is it doing the reject?
Look. As long as these mice that are surrounding us rejects it too, I'm good. We killed it once, we can kill it again.
Apollo just kind of like backs off.
Its eyes dart around, regards the four of you, and then you see its eyes dart downwards, and the birdcage door swings open.
No.
We don't have much of a choice, and with that, Apollo's gonna grab Kyrene and just jump in.
Yeah.
Shawi is like clutching her side or her heel or wherever got hit, and she's like, "Fuck!" But she climbs
Fucking
in the
hell. Kyrene is
hell.
disgusted.
Chawi, if you don't get in here, I heard that mice like to eat the softest part of the human body first.
I'm in. God motherfucking damn it.
As you all climb into this sort of metallic bird cage, sort of littered and decorated almost with these strange nerve endings of this owl, with an ear-splitting screech, the nesting mole takes off upwards, far from the mice, past the canopy, past the forest.
Oh my god.
Kyrene just looks at the inside of the cage and is touching the bars, the floor, like the ceiling, like kind of holding on and just trying to figure out what just happened to this bird. Like what did they just put inside this bird?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Can I withdraw? Like, Shawi is curled up on the floor, on the diaphragm, I guess, of this goddamn bird. Like, I want to go.
Apollo, I think Apollo would be sitting down, sweating, and like breathing like really, really hard.
Shauku's just looking for a way out and just prepared to blast this thing from the inside if I have to. He's totally confused. He's just going along with it, but he has no idea what's happening.
Is the
Y'all
cage
have
like
broke
rattling
Shawi.
around us as we gain altitude?
Yeah, the cage is definitely experiencing some turbulence as you're like gaining altitude up higher and higher and higher, past the tree line, past the cloud line, into the starlit night, and you all feel the owl start to careen in a direction. It was the direction that you were heading.
Mother.
Kyrene, you are inspecting this cage, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to this owl. It is definitely possessed. That much you can surmise. By what, you would need a closer inspection of the eyes, and they are kind of on the outside of this thing, whereas you are inside its birdcage. You know for a fact that whatever happened here, it is by no traditional school of magic that you have seen, none of the core eight, if you will. And on the hinge, on the back of the lock, as this is really the first time that any of you have been inside this creature, there is an inscription.
What does it say? Kyrene leans in to read it.
Property of class 12-1-17.
Mother. I swear, if Kyrene's brother built this,
Can Shauku look out and see anything as far as where it's headed?
Shauku, you look out and it is just forest trees passing under you at a incredibly high velocity. Roll me a perception check to see if you can spot anything noteworthy.
Oh, what?
It's too dark. You are well above 60 feet, and so the best thing you can make out is just like a few distant explosions and thunderclaps and other things of what you assume to be other students having a fucking time in this forest right now.
Is the cage door locked?
The cage door is closed. It is not locked.
For the
do not
class,
open the door
would that
in
be?
mid-flight.
Sorry, go ahead.
Said, do not open the door in mid-flight. Please
Oh.
keep all arms and legs inside of the vehicle.
Ow.
I mean,
at
I'll
all
jump
times.
out this motherfucker if I have to.
All right, hold on. So with that class, is that maybe when the twins went to school, or like would that ring any bells to them?
Roll me a history check.
Shall we just pass out in the bottom of the owl and it count as a short rest? Like, Charlie is done.
You have not heard enough about the twins' time at Hillard.
Can I roll something to see if that means anything to me?
Yeah, roll me a history check, Shauku.
My rolls have been such shit today.
Shit. What does my history look like?
Join the club.
Fuck.
Nothing
Okay.
to
Shawi is gonna crack an eye open and be like, wait, what class did you say? And
Yeah, 12-1-17.
she's gonna roll history.
No, hold on.
You're pretty sure class. You're
This is
pretty
wild.
Sure, Kawi, you're almost certain that class 12-1-17 is like a bar on the outskirts of Marifa.
That sounds fair. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That bar is not populated with, friendly folks, but they are talented. Woo!
Apollo,
Irene is like so pissed off. They're probably pacing around in the cage and like shaking their hands off, trying to get like the remainder of the yolk off of them, squeezing it out of their braid. They're they're just upset at everything that has occurred, and to top it all off, it feels like that they just fucked with something that they should not have. Like this creature, this like being of nature being possessed in such a way is fucking them up. Like they're feeling really shitty about things, about their choices right now, and where things have led the group.
Hey, Apollo, you might as well get in on these sevens and roll history too.
Oh, word? Is that what's happening? Is that?
I mean, let's let go, Apollo.
Oh shoot! Still rolling with advantage. Whoops.
Okay.
Well, we always take the left one when it's accidental advantage. So 13. You're trying to think of your time, your dad's time at least at Hillard, and what you know and what he talked about and what he didn't. Your father's not a very talkative gentleman, but from what he spoke about, class 12-1-17 isn't really, that's not really the format of classes at Hillard. At least from what you know of your father, classes aren't really labeled and sorted and organized that way with numbers like those.
Could it be a class of monster?
Or a date?
Oh, it could be a class of monster. Like, as we know that Professor Sicarius built all kinds of different monsters, so maybe this is like his version dating?
You also have
I
to
don't know.
realize that not the professor, sorry. I'm very tired. The
Poor Paula.
the maestro, or perhaps it was the mall, that said, not everything here is of the professor's creation.
Shit, that was the maestro that said that.
Question for Chawe.
Yes.
Do you have anything left? Do you have a feather fall left?
Nope. I used cure wounds and the cauldron. That was both my slots.
I'm ready to jump out this thing and take my chance.
It dawns on a lot of you.
I want to see where it
Hundreds
takes
of feet
us because I'm pretty sure it's going to take us someplace better than being surrounded by hungry knights. I mean, what could be worse? Never mind. Nope, I didn't say that. Shauku just kind of curls back into a ball.
Yeah, it could land hard. But
hundreds of feet up, that you are out of feather falls, and for the most part at the mercy of this giant, strange owl. It continues to fly, completely silent, both with the natural affinities of the owl and in just this strange, stoic stillness in the night.
Is there any way in the cage to like get close enough to try to speak to it?
You absolutely can.
You
can sort of like shout to it.
Like sticks their head close to the cage. Where are you taking us?
One of the eyes at least sort of like peer down to look at you, and then you see it sort of look sort of inwards towards itself, and then roll back completely into the skull, and you see the muscles, these sort of dangling nerve endings, begin to sort of contort and twist and change into legible text.
Gross.
Okay.
And
that happened.
It spells out Hillard.
Who are you?
Apollo closes his eyes and leans against the bars.
Chawi full out passes out. She's like, okay, well, you know what? Going on a ride.
Yeah, Kyrene shouts out, do you have a name?
You see one of the nerve endings sort of reach out and snake its way down one of the birdcage bars and then point towards class 12-1-17.
That its name?
It points again, so it just taps the paddle.
They created you?
The nerve endings spell out. No. Yes. It shifts. It seems uncertain.
Kyrene goes back to pacing. They're like, I can't even fucking think straight. I'm trying to converse with these limbs.
Nerve endings.
Nerve endings.
Yeah.
You are talking to tendons and
she's
just
pacing.
They are completely done.
Yeah, while she's pacing, Apollo, without opening his eyes, he's just like, listen, you might as well get some rest. Even if it lies to us and we plunge hundreds and hundreds of feet to our death, at least you can die rested.
Apollo is so tired.
Apollo got like an hour. Apollo got like an hour and a half of sleep.
Hey, Kyrene, can you ask it how far away are we? Like how
Yeah, Kyrene
many more minutes?
goes back to the cage and asks, "Are we far?"
Like how
The
many minutes?
nerve-endings contort. 3 hours.
Oh boy.
Apollo sleeps. Gone. Just.
Nap. Look, Chavi was right on the edge of sleep, and she hears that. She's like, I'm out. Catching my rest while I can.
Kyrene stays up,
Yeah.
and they take in the owl, take in the surroundings, and just the quiet.
Oku's gonna do a cure wounds on himself.
Smart.
Don't forget to roll your hit die because hopefully this counts as a short rest.
Kyrene actually did not get hit.
Oh, must be
Wow.
nice. I'm trying to get.
Well,
It
I
is.
mean, it must be because of all that yolk on you.
No.
Just saying. Shield of protection. Shield of protection.
Listen, the egg did come in clutch. I can almost guarantee.
So yes, you all do get a short rest as this owl continues its flight. So you can roll hit die if you like. Any slots you get or any features you get back on a short rest, you can add back to them.
Charlie runs a short rest on D&D Beyond. Reset maximum HP changes. Fuck yes. Both my hit die. Oh, and my artificer die. Yes. Take short rest. Confirm. How much did you give me? Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Where is the hit die on here?
I had to do mines on D&D Beyond. I don't think you can
Yeah.
actually do that on Roll20.
No, there's
It'll
a literal
automatically
thing
do
that
it.
says hit die right underneath your hit point
Ah,
maximum.
I see
Click
it.
the word
Oh,
hit die, and then it'll roll
Yeah.
it for you. I rolled pretty good.
well, I'll check that.
But yes, after about 3 hours, there is the feeling in your stomachs of a descent as slowly the nesting mall glides downwards, circles several times lower and lower, breaks the canopy, and flutters down to the forest floor with a massive thud. It is landed directly before a pair of twin trees, sort of brambled up in ivy and arching towards each other in the shape of a vague doorway.
Kyrene opens the cage door and steps
It
out.
creaks open.
They go to the front of the nesting mall and they say, "So, what will you do now?"
Both the eyes kind of look at you and then sort of look outwards towards the forest.
Kyrene does not feel good about letting whatever the fuck this is go back to the forest to do whatever the fuck it wants.
I mean, we can just smash it out right now if we want. Like, might as well.
Kyrene got 2 spell slots left.
Oh.
I mean, oh.
Well, we just did a short rest, didn't we?
Kyrene don't get spell slots
I
back
get
on
my
a
spell
short
slots
rest.
back.
Oh.
I'll be the king of short rests once we level up a couple more times.
All right. Well,
Can Apollo do a stealth check to see if he can? No, that's not gonna work. I think you would notice someone trying to reach in and steal your eyeballs.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, absolutely.
I mean, I can try and grapple it while you rip the eyes out.
A monstrous creature?
And I mean, Charlie probably has some pretty wicked stuff.
Nah, it's okay. It saved our lives.
Okay.
It saved our lives.
Valid.
We owe it one.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Apollo.
Kyrene touches it and asks, "Can you come with us?"
it sort of tilts its head 180 degrees at you. Roll a persuasion check, Irene.
Shawi just kind of rolls out the cage. She doesn't even fully get to her feet. Like she's just like
Just roll in the.
Can I use my bardic?
I'll say sure.
Apollo would also like to help persuade it. Yes, please come.
How are
with
you
us.
helping out, Apollo?
Yes, please.
All right,
I'd like
Yep.
to study
Roll,
a little
roll
bit
again,
more.
Kyrie.
Rolling another one. Ooh.
There you go.
So the 22 plus 5?
22 plus
Nice.
5.
27.
The eyes kind of look at each other, which to you just looks like the owl going fucking cross-eyed for a bit. And
Cute. Honestly,
the
cute.
exchange
Apollo
of
like puts his hands out.
this green pulsating sort of between them across the owl's brow and forehead and feathers. And
What happened? Oh shit, Ad. Okay. Fuck.
Shauku stepping away like, here we go again.
I recently learned that the ad thing was not my fault, and it was actually the fault of Twitch. And Twitch did it. Twitch updated their policies and to get more money.
Okay, so I think
damn.
that now that Chawi is outside of the owl, she's just kind of laying on her back, staring up at it. But she's very deeply appreciative. So she also wants to run persuasion to see if somehow they can convince the owl to not return to its feral life.
I mean, I'm hoping that we can get the eyeballs and just keep them with us. They can be our pets.
Hey, I'm down with that. All right.
Maybe just
God
be.
damn, Chawi. Okay, Chawi is down. Chawi is down and out for the count. Look,
I'll wait until this ad is over.
she's just laying on the ground, staring up at the sky, which is between her and the sky are these two giant glowing green balls. And she's just like, yeah.
So
I want to go home.
we're trying to persuade it to not go back and do bad things.
We're trying to persuade it to basically be our pets.
To come with us.
Bugsy Part 2.
No, not trying to persuade it to be my pet, but I did ask for it to come back with us.
You watch as one of the eyes just pops out of the socket and into Apollo's waiting palm. And the other eye just kind of stays looking at you.
Okay. Half persuasion, a one-eyed owl. That's dangerous, maybe.
Isn't
Is
that
that like a
Tokyo Cool reference?
What?
Nothing.
Tokyo.
Nothing.
You said nothing so fast.
I'm sorry.
So
No,
Apollo
it's
dies
okay,
of a
but
heart
I get it though.
and then
Apollo.
Oh, wait. Can Chawa use her inspiration now?
Oh, and then that
Sure.
one?
Shit, I mean...
Oh.
Yes.
perception?
Perception versus persuasion. The
Did I
modifier
roll?
is even
Oh,
lower.
God damn it! Persuasion. There we go. Come on.
Wait, are you trying to use your bardic?
you draw the inspiration that I gave him for hitting you with an egg yolk.
Throwing the egg, yeah.
The one eye still remains and appears to be in the process of flying off. And if any of you are going to do something, now would be the time.
Got nothing. I mean, maybe it's a way to communicate with it, to call it. Is that why I left you an eye?
Maybe.
What does the bardic persuasion do?
It adds a
Is that
d6.
just for performances? Or I just added d6?
Yep, you just add a d6.
/r space 1d6.
I shed one tear.
Charlie wants to go home.
Apollo
Um,
is holding the eye in his hand, and as the owl's getting ready to go, he's just like, "Thank you for this. I have a feeling you'll be keeping an eye on me."
Oh my gosh. Shauku just
Wow.
walks away.
Kyrie
owl
rolls their eyes.
Flies
What?
away.
Charlie just kind of
Why
flips
are-
over and
why-
buries her face in the dirt.
Why are you guys walking away? That was funny, right? That
Oh
was
my god.
that was good.
As you all watched lightning strike Apollo and singe him alive instantly. No, I'm kidding. But no, the owl flies
Kyrie,
away.
like,
You guys
Okay.
are sort
puts
of
a
standing in the starlit forest.
That's fine. As long as we have one of these, it's an exact replica. We can always do a locate object on it.
Fair point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fair point.
But and Apollo looks back at the two trees. I think we've reached our final destination. Not to say that we're dead or anything, but
So what do we see now? Where?
You are in the forest. There are a pair of trees that are sort of like arced towards each other in the vague shape of a doorway.
Charlie kind of pulls herself to her feet and it's like, I mean, I just took a 3-hour flight in the inside of a reanimated owl rib cage thing. I mean, it's a doorway. What could be worse on the other side of it?
Everything.
Yep, I totally said that. I said that out loud, and I thought about saying it before I said it.
Apollo has like a good feeling about it, and he just walks towards the door.
You all see a shimmer there as Apollo completely disappears.
Charlie kind of looks after the now empty space where Apollo went and looks at Kyrene and Shauku and says, I hope I see y'all on the other side, and walks through the doorway.
Kyrie and Shauku, you stand at the side of the forest, your two companions gone, through whatever lies on the other side of this doorway.
Well, there's not much else happening here, I guess. What do you think? You going?
Kyrie was kind of staring off, looking at towards where the bird flew off, and it's long gone, but they're still just staring, and they just sigh and they give a nod, and they're like, fuck this school. And they walk through they go.
Uh,
Shauku, you stand alone in the forest.
and he's been alone before. He can be alone again, but he's kind of used to these people now. So he walks through the door too.
And as you all disappear through this doorway, it is as if, from your perspectives, the entire world around you shimmers. And as if a mirage falling away, you find yourselves standing at the edge of a courtyard. A familiar courtyard. The courtyard of Hillard University. It has changed. Where there were once hordes and hordes and hordes of freshmen, there are now what appear to be general upperclassmen all around in various Hillard gear and attire. Booths set up, sort of displaying all sorts of various food and games and drinks and things like that. And there appears to be a massive potluck going on in the courtyard. At the center, you see what appears to be a massive sort of geyser of water. sort of sprouting up from the ground, and a few students are sort of gesturing, and you can see sort of shimmering in the watery mist, almost like a rainbow, is creating illusions of rectangular displays of you squint, and they appear to be students that are just sort of appearing on these illusory screens and sort of sheens of mist. And there appears to be just a massive potluck going on as upperclassmen watch the lot of you fucking struggle.
We're walking into this.
You are walking into the middle of this courtyard from like the center, and you sort of like shimmer in the edge of it. And as soon as you enter, like a handful of these upperclassmen learn you, and there's this massive cheer, and like a few people like take shots, and a few people like trade coins and things like that.
Apollo flinches very hard at the all of a sudden attention.
Shauku's first instinct is to try to spot administration to complain to for this nonsense we just went through.
Charlie's hands like instantly drop to her daggers, like I'ma cut a motherfucker.
So
Really?
Kyrene
Y'all
notices
partying?
Apollo like flinching and just kind of gives him a soft nudge, and it's like, "It's cool. We got you."
Oh shit!
He just-
Shauku, as you're looking out for administration, you see a figure very quickly making its way towards you. It is a dark-skinned woman, a very sort of jet black pencil skirt, button-up top, glasses. You can see the two pair of like dark cat ears poking out from her head, and a pair of twin tentacles emerging from the backs of her shoulder blades. And as you're watching her move towards you, it's strange. It's a similar effect of where you can't quite place where she is as the displacer beast that told you that you were first passing the first half of your exam. As she reaches the rest of your party, you all hear the same voice in your minds go, "Congratulations on passing your examination." She's kind of like looking at a clipboard.
Oh, Kyrene puts two and two together and like gaspes, and it's like, "Oh, we saw you in the forest."
Yes, I see everyone in the forest. It's nothing special.
What the fuck was that?
That, and she's flipping through her clipboard, was an administrative anomaly, we'll call it. The months that you faced this, and she like flips a page, nesting mall was not one of Professor Securius Hillard's, though we figured that stopping your exam would be more of a detriment to the students than a boon.
So that was an anomaly, but you decided to just let it go?
Well, in the real world, when adventuring happens, things go wrong all the time. I figured it was an apt examination, and I'm forbidden from helping students.
That's how you feel? All right.
Kyrene steps up and is like, "Okay, fuck all that. What about what took over the nesting mall?"
That was an
We're currently-
anomaly, apparently.
We're currently investigating.
Wait.
That's
So
all you
the
all
mall
have right
and
now?
the maestro were an anomaly?
Yes.
Get. I need to speak to a manager.
So what the
I'm the
fuck?
manager.
What were we
Where-
supposed to fight? What were we supposed to go up against? Like, if that wasn't it?
One of Securius's monsters.
Huh.
So y'all got all this forest going on out here, and y'all just got random monsters up in the forest that y'all don't know about, and y'all just randomly sending freshman ass students into this monster, and y'all don't know what the fuck is going on in the forest. I need to speak to a manager.
I am the
need to
manager.
speak to a manager.
Generula. And she extends a hand out. It seems to displace almost. You're not really sure where it is.
Charlie looks at the hand and like you can see by her full body tensing up, she is using every skill, every talent, every bit and shred of control she has in herself to not pull out one of her daggers and stab it straight through this heifer's hand. Like,
General's
So
just kind of meeting your gaze steadily.
Chawi is given the hand is pretty cutting. Like, if visual effects could be made physical, somebody would be bleeding. Um
so Shauku notices everybody. You know, we were all on edge, obviously. So he takes a deep breath and
So Apollo's just,
chill.
you know what?
he
Apollo's face betrays no emotion.
Shauku he takes a deep breath and just says, "Okay, so we just fought some things that we weren't supposed to. You knew nothing about. Uh, we survived, obviously. I assume we were supposed to get graded on what we were supposed to actually fight. So how is that going to work with fighting something we weren't supposed to fight and succeeding? Is that going to give us extra
Look,
something?"
just tell us whether we passed or not, so I can go and get clean.
Oh, and you see General sort of like waves her hand, and an exact silhouette of egg yolk of Kyrene is just sort of displaced like 5 feet behind them and just sort of splatters to the ground. Kyrene, you are completely clean.
Well, that's consolation.
Irene is finally breathing easy again. Like they've been kind of holding their breath because of the smell and then the fire and then like grass. It was a lot going on. So they're like, oh,
Oh my
fuck.
god.
Okay.
The
Thank
examination
you
was
for
pass
that.
fail, although Professor Hillard and I agree that your performance was, and she kind of like looks towards the rest of the potluck that are all just sort of like in their own little worlds type things, above average. We are looking into proper compensation now.
Okay, well, tell me something.
Proper come. Chawi is stuttering. She's so pissed.
Apollo
Like,
walks forward, and he looks at General, and he has like this very solemn look in his eyes. Are we the first ones back?
And at that, you see there's something in General's eyes that, pardon, no, you are not the first ones back. And be very glad that you are not. They received a very stern talking to from Professor Hillard. You
Did a
are one of the
student
first. So far, I would say, if you kind of looks around, the most unexpected performance thus far. You are the seventh.
the seventh?
Apollo
Yes.
looks down. Thank you. And he just kind of backs away.
Chawi is still just quivering with fury.
So no extra
And
perks.
General kind of
And Chawi looks at General
extra perks around the table.
says,
Yes.
did all of the previous 7 return alive?
There have been no casualties so far. No.
And Chawi just kind of turns and just turns away because she can't even look at General. She's just like,
General turns to the three of you and face.
Um,
While you're here, feel free to enjoy the food. You want to watch the other students' progress, socialize with your classmates. The freshmen are denoted with this. I will be sending you your prefect soon to better suit you with the school. I have a lot of things to cover. Is there any questions you have?
I'd just like to go on record. I want to go on record and say this is pretty absurd, and you guys need to get your stuff together. And
Thinking about it now, would Apollo have
Okay.
been prepared for this welcoming test because his dad is an alumnus?
I would say no. This is the first time that, in a long while, that Dean Evanfall has not been in charge of the examinations, and so this is, I would say, pretty unprecedented.
Okay.
And when we first got here, there was a person that was standing next to me that was, he said, kind of familiar, that I might have known from the orphanage. Can I do a perception now, and then can I like keep my passive perception up to see if I catch this person on campus going forward?
Absolutely. Roll a perception check.
Oh, No, I cannot. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
can I do
general sort of
my
bright
inspiration from last
Absolutely,
game?
yeah.
So I just roll it again, right?
Yep.
Can I do bardic with that?
You absolutely can. Yes.
It's 1d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
21.
All right.
Sort of scanning the courtyard, you spot that sort of younger student at one of the food tables, just kind of like taking tong after tong after tong after tong of garlic bread.
So I'm
It is
gonna definitely keep him on my radar. That person on my radar. Them. And to the rest of the group, what do we do now?
Chawi as they're walking away. Just a moment. I need to introduce you to your prefect. They'll be who you get in contact with for any questions about Hillard and things like that.
I don't actually walk away. I just kind of turn my back. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm looking back at the archway or something, but
Mhm.
my
There is no
eyes
archway. You're just
and
sort of in the center
generalized.
of the courtyard.
Okay, I'm looking at something else, but my
Mhm.
eyes and generalized face do not currently get along. So,
Fair
you know,
enough. At that, General sort
Charlie
of
is
writes something
setting
down
her
in the notebook
boundaries.
and then walks off and seems to like hold a finger to her ear and appears to be casting some sort of sending spell.
Cool.
As you guys stand there awkwardly for a few minutes before walking up to you is a younger student, maybe sophomore, can't be like 1 or 2 years younger than like freshman age. They are a drow elf, which is very odd to see because it's the middle of the day, so they're wearing this like very wide, very ostentatious sun hat and these circular shades that are very, very dark, so dark that you can't even see their eyes. Perched on their shoulder, you see a sort of very, very glossy black crow, and they're wearing this large, ostentatious sort of choker around their neck, and they kind of look at you and wave a bit.
Charlie is intrigued. The Nachis had a whole lot of folks from a whole lot of races in them, but she's only met a drow elf once. And this drow elf does not have Jinrula's face. So Chavi's kind of looking over her shoulder like, okay, I might fucks with you.
You see,
Kyrene is sorry, go ahead.
you see the prefect start to take out like a quartet of small scrolls and pamphlets and sort of just hand them out to the lot of you.
While opening it, Kyrene is saying, and you are.
They reach out to shake your hand, stop, kind of like wince a bit, and then they start making these hand signals, and you see the crow on their shoulder start to speak. Hello, my name is Caslin. I'm to be your prefect.
Can we get the
7.
name in chat, DM?
We can.
Charlie totally turns around and takes the scroll because it's a scroll. Like, I mean, if Charlie was a cat, this is her nip.
Yeah, Kyrene reads the scroll, but while they do so, they look over at Jen and say, "Do you know where I may find Professor Fern?"
General Law has long since disappeared.
Uh,
Yeah. But Fern
cool,
continues
cool, cool.
making these sort of strange hand signals, and the crow continues to speak. Hello, my name is Caslin. I'll be your prefect this evening. So first things first, great job on passing the exam. I was really, really worried for you. That was crazy. That was insane.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, thanks.
Apollo just sighs and says it again. 7th.
Seventh is really, really
Charlie
good.
just
There
kind
are
of stares
hundreds of
at
freshmen out here. Seventh is
Caslin.
like upper echelon.
But it's not
Charlie
first.
just stares at him and is like, "Yeah, that was definitely crazy is one word for it. Uh huh. I still want to speak to a manager.
And
Anyways,
we all have the scrolls, right? We were
yeah.
all given scrolls.
And so first order of business, if you're going to be settling into Hillard, obviously we can get you sort of in dorms and all that.
But first order of business is selecting your college. There are 3 colleges here at Hillard. It's not really a team sort of thing. It's more just so that we best know how you all learn. And as you sort of unfurl the scrolls, you get just a little bit of information on each of the 3 university branches. This will help professors better know what the majority of their students or what some of their students are best motivated by and best taught with and things of that nature.
Does it
If
explain what the 3 colleges are on the scrolls?
It does. So first would be the College of Hearth. It appears to be a college centered around self-discovery and knowing your values and knowing inherently your ideals, what you essentially know about you. You know what you like, what you need, what you value, what you like, dislike, and that is how you best learn through a first-person perspective.
Mhm.
Next is the College of Odyssey, which are people who learn best and people who value the journey more so than their own personal needs, their own personal wants, their own personal desires, or a specific goal in mind. They are more focused on gaining wisdom through worldly knowledge and experience and things like that. And finally, we would have the College of Destination. These are for students who have a very specific path or a better idea, a tangible goal in mind for what they want to accomplish with their time here and what they want to be.
So Shawi kind of glances at Kyrene, Apollo, and Shauku, and then looks at Kalzin and says, "Does the college we choose determine where we live, or
Oh,
can
no,
we
no, 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 no. We
decide
find that
who
to
we
be,
live with?"
you can absolutely decide who you live with, sure. There are party dorms if you would like to dorm as a party. This is more just for teachers and also for, so we best know which sort of resources to give you access to here at the school. You don't have to decide now. You can decide in your first weeks of classes, but this is just something for you to look over when you have the time.
And what college are you in, Caslin? Like they're looking at Caslin, dazzling smile.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nice. All right. Flirting with the faculty already. I see you. I see you.
Kyrie can't help it. Get the fuck out of here. I could have been used that on something different, but I'll take it.
Hey, get it where it's good.
They're
Yeah, I'll take it.
they're wearing sunglasses, but you can see like their entire face just turns like bright indigo. Their
Nice.
crow that's been sort of like speaking for them kind of ruffles, and they kind of like pull at their
Nice.
collar as if it's like a bit too hot, and you all see a massive scar along her throat as she kind of like adjusts it a bit awkwardly, and she continues with her hand signal. The crow continues to speak. I am part of the College of Self. I know what I'm about, so
Hold
it's
yourself.
this way I learn.
Shawi's ears
Or
as
College of
they
Hearts,
are
essentially.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, I plan on going to the College of Art too, so maybe we'll have the chance to get to know each other better.
Sure, great. I mean, I'm your prefect, so I'm pretty much on call whenever.
Sounds fun. Um, they read the scroll more and they're like, all right, now where the fuck can I go to my room? Like, I'm ready to go to my room.
Well, the dorms
Meet
I
my
can lead you
phone.
through. You sure don't want to enjoy the potluck a bit more? It's not really over until all the students make it, so it's kind of a all-night thing.
Upperclassmen got drinks.
Yes.
Drinks.
All right,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Let's
Look.
they like hook their fingers or like kind of do like a circle in the air, like fuck it, let's round them up.
Round
Shots.
them up. Look, Chawi is all of a sudden feeling fully healed and fully awake. And like, drinks. Who got drinks? I need a goddamn drink.
Shauku looks around and like kind of leans over to Caslin. Hey, what y'all smoking around here?
Hey,
Roll a persuasion
we
check.
got drinks.
Oh
and
yeah,
smoke?
Kyrene's ears perks up at that. Where does smoke at?
Persuasion. Let me make sure I get the right P word. There we go.
Fuck all y'all.
Now they
y'all.
sound.
That was trash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is
is
wrong because we
clearly
rolled 3
wrong.
7s in a row earlier, and now 3 nat 20s.
Hey, Class B, Class B,
Yes.
we about to get fucked up in here.
Fucked up. I think we deserve to get fucked up, quite personally, because that was some traumatizing shit. Child, we need to drink. She needs to smoke. She needs some of that garlic bread. Like, what's good?
Perhaps you can bless us with some of your celebratory buds, if you have. Is there such a thing?
They kind of like clap their hands. Oh, y'all party. Okay, yeah, no, follow me. And they move towards
Oh
some of
yeah,
these.
Kyrene follows for sure.
All right.
Yes, we
As
all
you guys are
follow
doing that,
happily after.
Apollo, where are you
Yes.
going?
Apollo looks like he's following everyone, but as soon as they start like drinking and everything, he's just gonna go find a nice, quiet spot to sit down.
All right.
And we just got hit with ads, so.
Can Kyrene roll something to try to find Apollo and chill with him?
Yeah, because Chawi kind of immediately notices Chawi has found her crew.
Yeah.
Chawi is really big on crew and fam, and so she notices she's looking around, drink in one hand, smoke in the other. She's looking around and like, wait, where'd Apollo go?
I will say that none of you noticed immediately since Apollo rolled super high on stealth, but we can resolve what happened there. So Apollo, you're finding a quiet corner to sit down in.
Can Chawi roll a stealth? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so ballsy since I just rolled so goddamn high on persuasion. Like, I don't know. Do I want to risk it?
I mean, we would eventually. How soon? Naturally, we'll notice he's not with us, right?
Yeah, naturally you'll start to know. Once you like get, I'll say like
Eventually.
after, yeah, once you like get to the drink thing and they start handing out drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll give Apollo a little space. But just be warned, Apollo, you have just inherited a couple of siblings, and
That was an only child for a reason, I swear.
Look, you finna learn. You finna learn.
DM, can I look for the?
Oops, my bad, y'all.
Oh, you're fine.
So, what Shauku would like to do as he partakes, because he still doesn't trust anything. He's going to use his wild companion to summon familiar. And you guys, they may or may not notice a like blood red colored cat appear, and
Cute.
the cat is just gonna kind of just keep its eyes open and just be an extra pair of eyes for him.
Right. The cat sort of keeps watch
Mm.
as a lot of you. Caslin leads you over towards a booth that appears to have just a bunch of upperclassmen all sort of watching the sort of central geyser that seems to be housing the television screens of all the students' progress. They kind of like exchange a few words, and soon enough, she's handing you shots and blunts. And so 1, 2, 3. There was a fourth one of you. And Apollo, you are finding a quiet place to sit, just sort of taking in everything. And it's a few minutes before you hear a voice, a familiar one, sort of almost muffled as if you're hearing it from under the water, but clear nonetheless. Polly, you made it!
Yeah.
And
thanks to you. I appreciate your assistance, but sadly I don't think just making it is going to accomplish our goal.
This is not Caslin. And this isn't your ring either. This is a voice coming from a short ways behind you. And as you turn, you see a water genasi. Hair tied very tightly back in to cornrows, since you would know that it has the habit of sort of floating and waving about as if it's constantly underwater. Dressed casual, but brightly. And they look at you with these bright blue eyes and a brighter white grin, with a quiver of arrows on their back, and you immediately recognize this individual as Rivulet Robin's Egg, the person who beat you.
What? What?
She seems to be making her way over towards you from the courtyard, just a short ways away.
We don't see Apollo.
Not yet. This is happening in the minutes there. You guys are making way over towards the booth with the
Got you.
good stuff.
Apollo
But yes, Apollo, what are you doing?
takes a step back, and he doesn't, miraculously, he doesn't seem upset, but he just kind of looks down. Yeah, I most certainly did. I see they offered you a scholarship here as well.
Yeah, I was worried. I didn't know if you'd make it or not.
Well, I mean, I am who I am. I am my father's son, after all.
I
It'd be a
saw your
shame
performance.
if I didn't. Oh,
You did pretty good.
thank you. It was a lot of luck based. I prefer to use my own skill when taking on such endeavors, but I had help.
So it would seem. And at that point, the party seems to collectively realize that Apollo is not with you. As we sort of cut to the party's perspective, as you guys are holding various drugs and alcohol.
Kyrene is like in the middle of telling, some goofy ass joke like with upperclassmen and talking about like what's on the screens and whatnot. And they look over to like reference Apollo and they're like, yeah, and we also call oh shit. And they look around like, Apollo?
And Chavi is kind of standing there with, again, a drink in her hand and a smoke in the other, and it's like, wait, where'd Apollo go?
Shauku's like, yeah, where you go?
God damn.
Kyrene is next in line for that.
he passes it.
Kyrie is like hitting the blunt and also like scanning like the crowd for Apollo.
Yeah, Kyrie, roll me a perception check.
They probably won't get like a 21, but oh, you know what?
Wow.
In the middle of all this,
Wow.
yeah, my good luck is over. In the middle of this,
Okay,
like I assume that
wait.
never mind. I'll let you resolve that first, and then I'll say what I wanted to say.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll perception too. Damn. Apparently, Chawi has already had a shot or two. Like,
I might
already.
as
She
well
took them to the
scan through.
head. Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We got buzzed real quick. I mean, if you think about it, like, we have fought, what, at least 3 different creatures? Ain't none of us ate, because all the rations that got consumed went to Oz.
My rations, y'all still got y'all's.
Right. But I mean, those were the only rations that anybody ate. Oz was the only person who ate something. We just defeated a massive horde of mice monsters, maestros, and then we just took a 3-hour flight inside of the body of the creature that we killed in order to get admitted. None of us are together. None of us are here.
They got some good dope though.
Yeah. Kyrene is real
Cha-
interested in that blunt.
Chawi is holding a smoke in one hand, a drink in the same hand, and a massive hunk of garlic bread in the other, just like, yep. I got
That's just how it is.
snacks.
Kyrie, what did you want to do?
I wanted to reach in my book bag and take out Bugsy.
Oh,
You take out Bugsy. Mouse kind of looks around,
Man, Bugsy
I'm like,
finna get
Bugsy, you
hemmed up.
okay?
nods,
Want to hang with me for a bit? Live with me at the
nods,
school, maybe?
nods.
I give Bugsy like a little, like a peck on its, like the little top of its head, and I just pop it on my shoulder. I'm like, fuck it, come chill with us.
Cutting back to Apollo. Rivulet's kind of looking at you. I'd love to meet your friends, the ones that, helped you survive.
Oh, they're around here somewhere, and he just kind of
Oh, they're right over there.
around.
And she kind of points.
As she looks away, can he like, as soon as she says that, can he just like kind of start walking the other way?
See, and of course, because now Apollo is moving rapidly, catches our attention.
This courtyard is the size of 4 football fields. Everybody is moving rapidly.
Man.
and I didn't catch nothing on the 16 perception.
16.
Oh, can I roll again?
Apollo rolled
Are
a
you
21
rolling again?
stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Mm,
guys
no.
were rolling
I want-
20s for
wanna roll
persuasion,
again.
and
You wasted all your good rolls on flirting with the prefects.
Damn.
So,
Okay, yeah.
fine with that.
apparently, Look,
mhm.
it's
So, yeah,
good. It's
they're
good.
right over there.
I will
You're
catch Apollo
walking
later.
away. Why are you doing that? And she's like walking after you,
I want
easily matching your speed. She's a faster walker than you.
I want to use the bathroom. He
Well,
says
can you introduce me to your
awkwardly.
friends first? It's kind of weird walking up to
Another-
you and being like, "Hey, I'm the girl who beat
Another
Apollo."
bathroom vision.
You can catch up with them real quick. I really gotta go. I really gotta use.
No,
it.
that's okay. We can talk to them together. And she's like hooking your arm
Oh,
around
God damn it!
them and just pulling you towards the party.
Apollo's face betrays no emotion.
The rest of the party, as you're looking for Apollo, you see them on the arm of the water genasi I described earlier, just sort of tight cornrows, casual attire, but bright. And they appear to be waving at you very happily.
And Apollo is next to her looking displeased as fuck.
He has a blank face. He just has a
Nope,
blank
Apollo
face.
is completely neutral faced right now.
And
Kyrene is like, hi.
Hi, pleasure. And they kind of like extend their hand out to you. Hi, Rivulet. Robin's egg. You can call me Riv though.
Kyrene shakes their hand and they're like, I'm Kai.
Nice to meet you, Kai. I'm
This
the
is
one who whooped
Bugsy.
Apollo's ass in an archery competition.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Damn. That's how you gonna present it? Okay.
Apollo's face still betrays no emotion.
Does Chawi like overhear this even in her, tipsy state?
Absolutely. Riv is saying it incredibly loud.
Chawi's head like whips around, like her locks completely fly the other direction, and she's like, "What'd you say?"
I beat Apollo in an archery competition. Very
That's
badly.
not what you said. That is
Oh,
not.
I said I
what
whooped
you
his ass.
said. I look at Apollo.
As she
I
said,
look at
may I go real quick? As she says this the second time, Apollo looks down and then yanks his arm from her and storms off.
Mhm.
Riv seems unfazed by this and sort of like reaches past the party, like grabs a shot and takes it.
Chawi's eyes narrow at Riff, and like Chawi scans her from the tip of her hair to the bottom of her feet, from the bottom of the feet back to the tip of her hair. You can tell that Chawi is memorizing every aspect of this individual that she can. And then she just turns and storms off after Apollo.
Kyrene looks at her and they say, so are you and Apollo friends, or
Something like that, yeah.
is this like a friendly competition, or are you just a raging bitch?
I'm a little bit of both. If I'm
Figures.
going to be completely honest.
Kyrene nods. They're like, I appreciate the transparency, but how about you not come around Apollo again?
I mean, I kind of have to. Who else is going to make his life miserable?
Oh,
Kyrene stands up.
I'm so glad
And they're
Chawi
like,
did not
how
hear that.
about you not come around Apollo again? And then they
Shauku chimes in. You might want to listen.
Griff just kind of like sighs with, oh my God, save your pity. He's a trust fund kid. The only thing he's ever struggled for in his entire life is his daddy's affection. It's not worth it.
What
Promise.
that got to do with you?
Has to do
like
with my
fucking
father.
I'm so
lay
glad
off.
Chawi
Life
is
is
not
already
here.
hard enough, and
Not for
you're
him.
being a bitch for what? Come on.
Mhm.
Because I have to. Otherwise, he has too much easy of a life.
Hmm.
Listen, Polly and I go way back. It's super fine. It's chill.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Kyrene has
like.
already turned her off and tuned her out. She's like, this bitch is obviously like crazy. So, anyways, would Apollo be like 120 feet away from Kyrene at this moment?
Apollo walked off. Chawi walked after him.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we said what we said, so
Actually,
con-
I do need
continue.
something from Apollo first. Could you ask if he brought his medal?
He doesn't have shit for you.
He
Zero.
might.
I promise you, he has nothing for you.
I like you. You are very, very loyal to your friends, but he is the wrong friend to have. I promise.
Kyrene kind of shrugs. I'll find that out for myself. But
I look
I
forward to
don't
it.
know you, so
And you don't know them either.
Shauku takes a huge toke, blows it at him, and walks away.
They cough a bit, then just take another sip of their alcohol.
But the cat stays there to listen.
I think Kyrene
They're just
stays too. They're
kind of,
chilling. They're
just kind of
not.
looking at you, Kyrie. I promise Apollo is not the kind of person he portrays himself as. It's bad. He's bad.
And yet here you are, a stranger, trying to convince me that somebody, you know, is bad. I mean, you're not making too great of an impression right now. So let's just step back. How about you leave me the fuck alone? And we can just enjoy our time at school.
I'll see you around.
Kyrene flips them off and keeps drinking with the upperclassmen. All right, so
My little familiar cat, which its name is Ember, like does like the cat hiss thing and then follows me.
Cutting back to Apollo. You are being followed by Chawi and a ways back, Shauku.
How
Chawi
long?
doesn't take.
How long has it been since I've entered my genie's vessel?
It has been, I think, you entered in like 3 hours since you woke up to your party sneaking into a clearing with a weird ass mice piano man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, that's no good. That's no good. Yeah. Apollo. He doesn't want to let the others see him, like, actually revealing some other emotion that isn't anger or fear. He doesn't want to show them that deep down he's sad. He's upset. So
Can
he's just gonna
Chawi
keep walking in like a straight line, pushing past people. He doesn't want to be that
can
guy.
can Chawi catch up to him and grab like, or not grab, but like lightly rest her hand on his shoulder, be like,
Uh,
Apollo,
Apollo, you're just trying to out walking fast, or Chawi can catch up to you if she
She
brings
can
like
she
the
can
light
catch up
catch
to
up
him.
jog. Yeah,
She can
Chawi, you
catch up.
catch up. You to place a hand on the shoulder.
I touch his shoulder and say, Apollo, do you need to go in your ring?
I I wish I could, but I think, and he like looks at the reflection in the light. I think I don't have that kind of power right now. His voice is shaky and he refuses to make eye contact with her.
Shawi nods and says, okay. And she points in some direction. I don't know because, you know, we don't officially like have a map or anything. She points in some direction. It's like, over there looks quiet. Let's go that way. And we can just sit. Charlie is not letting Apollo out of her sight, FYI. Just.
Apollo bites his lip and just. He's only ever had really one person to talk to, and so he's kind of like shaking. He's not understanding that Chawi wants to help him, and so he just doesn't say anything, and his fists are clenched and he's looking down.
And Chawi notices his Finch Clist and him looking down and lifts her hand off his shoulder and says, no, we don't know each other. We just met each other like 12 hours ago. But you are now my folks. You are people. Go where you need to go and know that someone is watching your back.
Can Chawi roll a persuasion check for me?
Oh,
Sure, go ahead,
shit.
Howard.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hey DM, while they're doing that, could Shauku have tried to catch up with that familiar person that he might have recognized?
Absolutely. You kept them in your sights. You said that. So you kind of find them still at the garlic bread table, just like eating some and taking more, eating some more, taking some, and they're just kind of there.
So yeah, I kind of try to hover around before approaching them.
And as you see their approach, or as they see your approach, they kind of like turn to you, like mouth half full of food, and go, "Oh, hey!"
And if you want, you can resolve the other stuff first before.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chawi, Apollo, you're just kind of there. Chawi rolled an 11. So how does Apollo react to this assurance that Chawi is a friend and that Chawi is there for him?
Apollo will nod his head, and he refuses to talk about anything, but he just wants to sit and like just relax away from that horrible, miserable person. Not Chawi.
Thank you. Because I was like, oh shit. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys kind of just sort of go towards that quiet spot that Chawi pointed out earlier and rests in comfortable silence.
And
Shauku,
Shawi like literally lets Apollo like walk a little bit away from her. She gives him his space, but she is on his ass. Like, no. He's not sneaking out again.
Shauku, you are just face to face with this sort of half-mouthed person, kind of turn to you. They appear to be a half-elf.
And he goes, aren't you
Oz?
Oz was a half-orc.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
didn't you used to be at the orphanage in Ingleton?
Ingleton, how'd you... oh shit, and they like swallow their breath. Oh shit,
Don't choke.
Shauku.
Don't choke. Do I know this
Hey, man,
person's name?
you would know their name to be Freydron.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put that in the chat for me.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Freighter. Hey, Brady boy, what's happening?
Not much. You know,
Oh
just
wow.
here at Hillard.
Oh man, what
I didn't know you were going here.
Me neither.
I mean, yeah, sure. Want some garlic bread? He's like, holding out to you.
I'm good, but what?
Actually, could you toast this?
Actually, yeah, I do a produce flame real quick. Oof, in my hand.
Thanks, man. And they crunch into the bread.
No problem, no problem. So, what do you? How'd you wind up here?
Well, I got the invitation from my adopted family.
Mhm.
They're kind of high up in the merchant place, so you know how it is. Did you hear about the first group?
No. What do you know? What's going on? What happened?
He kind of like looks around, like means it. Dude, these crazy ass people, right? And I heard this secondhand from the faculty and said, like, these crazy ass people, they used their fucking invitation letters to teleport into Hillard once they completed the first part of the exam. And, like,
Wait. They used their what now to do what now? When what happened?
they used the invitation that teleported all of us to the courtyard to get back to the courtyard after they were supposed to magically find their way into Hillard.
Was that like a cheat? Was that like a cheat code? Or was
Yeah,
that what
it was a
everybody's
cheat
supposed
code.
to do? Oh.
And they were feeling pretty good about it. But you know, the thing, who's in the fucking courtyard, who, made the test, and he kind of like looks over, and Sakira's Hillard is there, and they're kind of making magical sigils in the air, occupied with something. Professor fucking Hillard.
Really?
Yeah. So I hear, old man, choose them the fuck out, send them back to the beginning, because, they're not supposed to be allowed to report. There's wards against that shit. Apparently, one of their, like, parents or something, or patrons, is a genie. They wished the wards of Hillard down.
Oh. So they got busted and they got sent to do it again.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? The wards aren't back up yet. Hillard is fully unprotected from, like, unwanted teleportation right now.
Is that? I mean, obviously that's a bad thing, but is there anything out there waiting to teleport in here? Like, is it?
Fuck if I know, dude. I'm a freshman. But Hillard seems to be fucking stressed about it, and he points and Hillard's again, like, signing sigils in the air. Just trying to figure out how to get the wards back up.
Who's working on that?
I assume fucking everybody. It's kind of important.
That's not good.
No, not at all.
Understatement? Look, you know what? Shauku is too goddamn chill. Like, seriously. It's like, that's not good.
I'm
So
processing.
yeah, I've just been chilling here, getting as much garlic bread as I can, because if this place goes up in smoke, then I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, garlic bread is good to have, I guess, but is that all you came up with? Is garlic bread to figure this out, or did you have any other plan besides garlic bread? Have you told anybody else? Like,
I mean, it's kind of like circulated around. And I heard it from someone who heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody. But like, yeah, everyone is kind of partying the stress away, as it were. Hey, can I get a hit of that?
I mean, I don't know where your mouth been, but I fucks with you. Go ahead.
Nice. Takes a hit. Thank you.
So the wards are down.
Yeah, the wards are down.
And
Crazy,
anything could get in that shouldn't be here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but also anything could get out. So I'm thinking, right? We smuggle a bit more, and like points towards your plan. But a bit of the stronger stuff. See what we can get in. See what we can do before till it gets the wards back up.
Well, you're my guy. You're my guy, but I don't know who we are.
I don't speak French. This is we.
However, if you do happen to get some better stuff in, definitely let me know.
I absolutely
'Cause
will.
I will partake. What college are you going to be taking? What college are you? What branch?
I'm
Have you?
thinking destination. I've got a pretty good idea of what I want to do. I'm trying to find out about my biological folks so I can gives you another look. You know,
I smell what you're cooking. I smell what you're cooking. Did you get an invitation from the after the when you left the orphanage? Did you get?
yeah, I got mine after the orphanage. My adopted family are kind of like high up in the Marine Society, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you got a family, so you was straight, right? You was.
Well, I had a family, and then they misplaced a lot of the things in their vault, and then I didn't have a family. And you know,
Hmm. Okay. All right. I gotta say, I'm concerned about these wards being down. Uh,
I am not. I feel like anyone stupid enough to attack an entire college full of crazy ass adventurers deserves what's coming to them. I'm just trying to see how much illegal shit I can get in here before the wards are back up.
fair point. Fair point. Where you stand? What dorm you in?
So here's the thing: the castle, it's like alive, so it just like it just makes rooms as you want them. I'm rooming alone because I'm trying to have a bachelor pad and shit like that. So
Party at your crib. All right. All right.
mhm.
Um. Hmm. And you said you've talked to nobody else about the wars being down, or do you like as far as administration goes, people in charge here, they know about it too, or only higher ups? Like the
I would say pretty much everyone knows at this
Hmm.
point.
And everybody's just acting like it's all good.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're you. I mean, I saw what you fought on the screen. I like anyone who wants to fuck with that, like, feel free. Like, what are they gonna send at us? Like, you know, it's
Okay.
Hillard.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna process that, and I might put out some fillers and see what else. What's the current status on that. In the meantime, definitely let me
In the
know
meantime,
if you get some good herb because if there's some coin to be made. I'm not going to turn that down, but I'm not trying to get my hands too dirty just yet. I mean, you know how we get down.
Of
So
course, yeah.
um
Shauku about to be the hookup.
um yeah, stay safe. I'll be seeing you around. Good. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're safe. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna chop it up.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Chugga, and they just fully take the bowl of garlic bread and walk off.
And he walks away and tries to catch up with the rest of the group.
Yeah. Kyrene, you are chilling, drinking, smoking, all that sort of thing, and you hear a familiar voice just kind of in your head. Aren't there better things you could be doing with your time?
Mm,
Oh my God. Is it one of the twins? Is
It
it Fern?
is. It is Fern.
n-
Yes.
not time to hawk
I
my high,
whip
just
my head
bro.
around to try to spot where they are.
Roll me a perception check.
Mm. You've been drinking. You've been smoking.
You cannot see Fern anywhere in the crowd, and you hear just a low chuckle in your head. You look like a sprinkler.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, you look like a sprinkler.
Oh my God. Kyrene like definitely laughs because they're zooted and that's just fucking funny to them. But they say, uh, you know, I'm sure you just saw what the fuck we went through, so I deserve to relax a little, okay?
You absolutely do. That was. I'll be talking with Securus about that. We don't know exactly what that was, but we've got bigger things on our plate to worry about right now. Everything's kind of in havoc.
Yeah. I honestly, and they try to speak like quieter or however they just kind of get low with it. Honestly, I can we talk? I saw some things in the forest and I have a million and one questions. And I have nobody I can ask it except you.
There's a long silence before you hear a voice next to you, and Fern is there. She says, "Pass it."
I passed it like with my jaw on the fucking floor.
Fern takes it, drops it on the ground, and just stamps it out with his foot.
Yo.
Why would you do that?
Damn it, Fern!
Why would you do that? Seriously?
Rude.
Because it's your first day
Why
of
must
school.
big brothers be like this?
Do any of us see that?
I would say the last place y'all left Kyrene. If any of you were looking, then y'all saw that. Kyrene seems to be talking to one of the professors. He seems to have taken one of the blunts and just kind of squashed it.
And this is probably like the most hype you've seen Shauku so far. And he's like, yeah, oh, what what
Nothing else makes Shauku yell but that.
Shauku's like abuse.
Man said, "What the hell, man?"
What is happening right now?
When they do that, when Fern does that, they're like, "What the fuck?" But then they're like, "Fuck it. Can we go? Can we talk?" And they immediately they just stand up and they kind of like whisper, "What do you know about class 12-1-17?"
Fern kind of furrows his brow and kind of takes out a similar sort of small scroll that you saw Caslin hand out to you, and kind of make a few somatic sigils towards it. Why are you asking? And they're kind of scrolling through. Class 12-1-17, and kind of blinks. Class 12-1-17 was 400 years ago, so information on it is pretty scarce. Why do you ask?
Don't tell
It was
him.
400 years ago. So
Don't tell him.
how do you like that? That just makes them have 1,000 more questions. And before they answer his question, they're like, well, "What do you mean it was 400 years ago?"
I mean, it hasn't been around for 400 years.
What type of format is that for that class number?
I mean, it's a classroom. Again, it's 400 years ago that they're making more static components. The information on it is really scarce. It just says that the class expired 400 years ago,
Expired?
or well, was canceled. It's not available for enrollment anymore.
What was the class?
It just says 12-1-17. I can look into it more. I'm not sure how much I can get for you. You might have to. I'm not sure.
Irene is like, okay, like the gears are turning in their head, and they're like, "You can't tell anybody." And I know we have our differences, but let's be adults about this. Please let me trust you with this. You
You
seriously
can always
can't
trust me.
tell anybody. Kyrene doesn't trust doesn't trust him though. Can I roll something to see if he's lying?
Roll an insight check. And while you're at it, what does Fern look like, by the way?
Fern, I think kind of looks like a bit more masculine version of Kyrene. Fern also has like that green hair, but it's shortcut. It's kind of like a small afro, honestly, with like 3 braids on the side, like on half of the head, and
Mhm.
They wear like those like small like Kyrene has the big circular glasses, but they have like the small circular glasses that fits on the bridge of their nose. Very tall, like I don't know what the professors are wearing, but he usually looks like he's like gliding. He doesn't look like he's walking. He has like long like robes or whatever on, or a garment, and he always looks like he's gliding, kind of carries himself in an elegant way.
Noted. And so yeah, they nod and look at you. You can always trust me. And what'd you roll for insight?
I rolled a 14.
14. You know your brother. You know that he always has what's best for you in mind. Sometimes what he thinks is best for you doesn't always coincide with what you think is best for you. And he has established a pattern of sometimes circumventing what you think is best for you with what he thinks is best for you. And so when he says you can trust him, it's less of a you can trust me to do whatever it is you ask, and more of a you can trust me, I will always look out for you and I will always be there for you sort of thing. And so do with that information what you will.
Kyrene tells Fern, Kyrene tells Fern that they found the maestro in the forest. It appeared to be like controlling the rats, and Apollo took the eyes from like that body and popped it into the mall.
Oh my God! Please
And
don't tell him that Apollo's kept an eye.
You're not there, shall we?
Kyrene can't
You're
hear
trumpeting
you.
Apollo. Yeah.
So yeah, like, and then they also tell him about the class number on the back of the cage of the owl and how they know that. And that the owl went back to the forest. And they say, lastly, I have a piece from whatever was put inside of the owl. And that's it. They don't tell them like exactly what it was. They just say they have a piece from the owl.
You see Fern kind of nod. Right. Well, if it's said properly of class 12-1-17, then whatever they kind of make finger quotes administrative anomaly is happening in the forest might tie back to that. You said you had a piece of one of the anomalies. It would help with scrying research if you could lend it to me. I'll give it back.
Any egg yolk left?
Thank
Right?
God.
I mean,
No.
there was a whole bunch of egg yolk. There was a whole bunch of egg yolk left on the ground
It's
after
called a
Thank you.
sample.
kind of toss it off you. Shit! Shawi did not go and grab any of the goddamn eggshells. Motherfucker.
Kyrene just says, "Well, I don't have it on me, but if you give me a little bit of time, I can go and get it."
All right, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shauku walks up and he just hears a tail end, so he didn't hear any of that. But all he cares about, he doesn't. I don't think he knows Fern yet, right?
Yeah.
No.
Fern does walk up to you and offers you a hand. Hi, I'm Fern. I wanted to thank you for having Kyrene's back on the cliff there. I saw that on the screen, and I'm very grateful.
Oh, no problem, no problem. That's the homie. It's all good. But hey, Fern, next time just ask us to put the blunt out.
Kyrene
I
like
love the
looks
fact
at
that Shauku is
Shauku, looks
focusing
at
on.
Fern, looks at Shauku, looks at Fern,
Fern kind of like pushes up
and
the
starts
glasses up
busting
into their
up
nose.
laughing.
Yeah, just ask us to put it out. Don't crush it. Just ask us to put it out. That's all.
I'm so confused right now. What are you saying?
Oh my gosh. Never mind. He walks away.
You
Charming
can't
fellow.
just you can't just step on a blunt like that's That's rude. Just
Yeah, I
tell me
can.
to put it out next time. No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm your older brother. I'm older. Therefore I am allowed to do anything.
Age? No, 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 no. You can't pull that card here. You can't do that.
Why not?
We're not at home.
And Mom told me to look out for you, so I'm looking out for you.
Fuck what mom says. Oh my god. And they're like, they're just, they grab Bugsy, they put Bugsy on their shoulder. They're like, look, can you please just tell me whatever you find about class 2117?
I mean, sure.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. And good job. They'd be proud.
I know. And they walk off to go catch up with Shauku.
Shauku and Kyrene and Apollo and Chawi are sort of in pairs, and eventually you are all approached by Kaslin, who again signs with their hands, and their crow speaks for them. If I could just sort of get you all together, I can show you to your dorms.
Yes,
Dorms,
please.
dorms, floor.
Immediately.
Apollo
I,
nods.
I I would like to be in the same dorm. And Charlie kind of drops
Is that the
her
sentiment
head
of the rest of the party?
and
Yeah, I'm
shifts
cool
her
with that.
eyes.
Apollo doesn't
Is
say
it a
anything.
situation where we're like in a dorm but we have our own rooms? Or how is this, like, what's the
Oh my
deal?
God! Please
It's
tell me
whatever
we
you
have
want.
our own
Hillard is an
rooms.
extra-dimensional demi-plane space. You can sort of fit the specifications to each of your likings. Yes.
Sure, I'll
So
room with y'all, but I want my own space specifically. Kitchen
absolutely,
and like little small
Charlie.
kitchen, little small attached bathroom, you know.
Charlie's head is vigorously nodding through all of this.
Are
We
we?
each have our own bedroom. We each have our own bathroom. We each have our own small kitchen. And then there's a shared common room
Hang
where
on.
we can hang out where we want to
Just a
and not be in
question.
when we don't.
Because we're carrying these little bags of holding, are we walking into a bomb if we put these bags of holding into these other mini planes?
Securus Hill did not design this school to be a suicide mission for all the students. No.
Thank you. Okay.
For all the
That's all I wanted
students.
to know.
Not for all the students, just for some of the students, probably. Okay.
Absolutely not. Mortality rate is
Look,
actually very, very, very low.
Chawi is still really upset about these administrative anomalies.
Hold that thought. You said the mortality rate is very, very, very low, but that doesn't mean it's non-existent.
She nods. This is an adventuring academy. Students go out and go on adventures, and sometimes they don't come back.
Well, that makes sense, but what about on campus?
On campus, virtually zero. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked into the mortality rate of on-campus Hillard deaths. I can if you want. I can get back to you.
But there is a stat for that. That's what I'm asking.
There's a stat.
It's not important.
I'm literally not sure if it's zero. It could literally be zero. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
You would know if it was zero.
You would know if it was zero.
I would.
We are all side eyeing the prefect like hard as hell. Like
I don't know if
Kyrene
it's zero.
isn't.
because Kyrene is a sweet summer child.
Kyrene making googly eyes.
Oh my God! Please make sure that Kyrene's room, her suite, their suite is soundproofed. Just
That would actually be amazing if that could
Mhm.
happen.
Easy on the moist. Let's just figure this out real quick.
Yeah, no, so I can certainly into your room, and she like walks off. See, I don't know about the mortality rates. I can look into that for you. This is kind of what I'm here for. I'm here to answer your questions about Hillard and the space in general and things like that.
I appreciate it because I'm just here to learn too. So whatever I can learn, if that's something I would like to learn, I appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah.
I think that Kyrene is trying to learn a whole lot of things. I'm just saying.
I could use
Hard
some,
lesson.
after school study lessons.
Wow.
Oh my God!
She starts walking
my God.
faster. So yeah. So yeah, again, I'm not sure. This is kind of an unprecedented year for Hillard. I'm not sure if you know a lot of history about it, but we kind of are coming back after a gap year after, Evenfall kind of opened up the school towards everyone. The race is not just elves. This was almost an exclusively elven school in years back, and it's kind of been slowly opening up. And this year is kind of the first year where everyone's invited, per se.
One more question,
Yeah.
and perhaps it's something you can't discuss. Perhaps it was just hearsay. Perhaps the person is full of shit. But I've heard that the wards are down at Hillard.
And you see their
The
face kind of
wards
go
are down?
pale gray.
And everybody's head kind of whips towards Shauku, like, what?
Yeah, literally.
So
Apollo
you
looks
see,
over too.
Kaslin kind of look from left to right and kind of step in as it's a lot of you. So there were a handful of students, about 5 of them. They were the first arrivals, the first persons to complete the exam, and in their they kind of speed run, I guess, of the exam, they decided to teleport directly into the courtyard, and in the process smashed the teleportation wards of Hillard in order to complete the exam the fastest.
Clever.
Cheaters.
Dangerous.
So then, yes, the wards are down.
Yes, the wards are down, but we're trying to get them back up as we speak. Professor Hillard's working on it, and so is General Law, and they are maybe some of those competent wizards that I've ever seen. So, fingers crossed.
Okay. Are you confident in the progress that's being made?
I haven't checked in the progress. This happened literal hours ago, so I believe in Professor Hillard, and I believe he wants what's best for the school and what's best for his students. And I'm a student, so they kind of shrug.
One last question. Should a handful of students find themselves to be ambitious, would there be any extra credit involved? Should they volunteer services to get the wards back up?
She kind of smirks. Well, you guys are already kind of denoted down for extra credit since you went above and fucking beyond, is what we'll call it, with the, I guess, administrative anomaly is what everyone's been calling it lately. But yes, you are definitely on the radar now, the 4 of you.
What about extra credit?
Is there a cap on extra credit?
I mean, not really. There are extra like adventures you can go on as students with junior adventuring licenses. Once you get your student adventuring license within the first week, it's a whole process.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm sure you got connections, so feel free to mention it to the higher ups that, we're here to help.
Please get to the dorms now. I'm not feeling so well.
Oh, sure, sorry.
Yeah.
And they kind of lead you down this sort of long hallway, very sort of blankly labeled doors. Did you guys think of a party name yet?
I'm not 100% sure we're officially a party yet.
Right, and I'm just going to put a finger to her lips. And labels the door Anomaly. And so just sort of think about the specifications you want for the room, and it should be all handled. My room is across the way there, and she will sort of point towards the adjacent door. If you have any questions, just sort of knock, and if I'm there, if I'm not in classes, then feel free to slide a note in the door, that sort of thing.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Caslin. Much appreciated.
Of course. And congratulations on coming into Hillard. It's a really welcoming and fantastic community here. It was quite a feat you guys pulled off. So, yeah. Looking forward to prefect for you.
Thanks.
And Caslin sort of closes the door. And we will end the session there as you all level up to 4.
Nice.
With the completion of the fifth examination.
We did it.
All right.
Level up.
Nice.
Sweet.
That was fun.
Nice.